Sus DM.
Me? Good morning. It's 8:30 a.m. on Christmas Eve, and we're gonna do some D&D. We're session 79, Odyssey of the Dragonlords. I am not going to pronounce this title because apparently it's super sus, even though I know what it means. We're going to do a recap, and then we'll jump into it and see what happens. Okay, yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Streaming live from Washington, D.C. We arrive at Vulcan's Forge around midnight of the early morning of Saturday, our 83rd day together, with only 14 days remaining of the Oath of Peace. And during the 3 days of travel, especially after the whole incident with Bahamut, Arcadia doesn't really engage with Gravik. She does hang out with Corbin, and they're training extra hard. And you can see that she's training more for endurance. And she's really trying to see how long she can go. And she's also working on hiding. She has certainly not engaged with Demetrius ever since Themis, and she's fine with Nico. Demetrius approaches Gravik, who is sitting on the deck writing in his book about everything that has happened. And he sees that half of his face is black and blue, and he's got a big welt on the other side of his head from when Kyra slapped him. And he asks him about Bahamut. And Demetrius says that he managed to get a sense of him, and from what he understands, it's like if we took a dozen or even more of our gods and put them all together in one. Is about Bahamut's strength. And Gravik says yes, and he is technically only classified as a lesser god where I'm from. So Demetrius asks a little bit about what Bahamut is, and he says he is a platinum dragon that is a kind of a purveyor of justice. He's a good god and tries to do right in the world and encourages all his followers to do the same, to right wrongs and maintain justice and order in the world, and is mostly worshipped by dragons. And Gravik pulls out a necklace with the image of Bahamut on it, which is the first time we've ever seen it. And Demetrius wonders if he could be the parent of the five gods in these lands because he did call Kyra his daughter. But they have a conversation about gods, and you can see that Gravik is still not convinced that our gods are really gods. But he explains that he doesn't really want to get too attached to us because he doesn't want to stay very long, but Demetrius points out that he's probably stuck. So at the end, he asks him to make a Helios-sized Helios combat dummy for him to train with, and Gravik obliges it. And, the crew makes the dummy, and Gravik puts major image on it and makes it basically taunt Demetrius. And so Demetrius spends some time training with it, and Electrion watches. Arcadia gets her steel mirror back from Corbin, and he asks her suddenly what's going on as she is intensely training with him. And she just says that she's just getting ready for what she imagines will be even harder fights. She didn't do that well against Helios, and she has another one to face, meaning Hexia, not to mention Lutheria. Electrion says that he could beat that dragon one-handed, and Demetrius calls him over. And he gives him the halberd of dragon slaying and puts him in front of the major image. And he swings at it a few times, and you can tell he has the raw ability, but he's drunk. And Demetrius looks at him pityingly. But he leaves the halberd with Electrion to train with. And we arrive at the Mithril mines, and as the ship docks, we hear some work going on and the sound of the anvil, and there are some dwarves milling about. And when they see us, they go, he's here, talking about Nico. And they all take a knee and put their hand to their chest and say, we are yours to command. We will ride into battle with you. And so they join our crew, and they get knighted by Nico with Titan's Bane. And he has the seamstress on the ship sew a small patch that looks like a squid on their tunics. And when we enter the forge, we see the salamander slithering around. And we bring in all of the pieces of dragons and chimeras and various things that we have found to give to Vulcan. And he points out that Arcadia asks if he's received the note about her weapon, and he notices that she's a bunch of gold short, but she gives him 10,500 more, and she owes him 4,500, which Corbin very generously offers to lend to her, and she bows to him with the Amazon salute. We have the massive orb of star metal that fell from the sky into the ocean, and they want to make a wheel of fortune with it, which would cost that orb and 20,000 gold pieces. And all the Nico, Corbin, and Demetrius are in on it. Gravik convinces them to let him be part of it, and he'll just pay them because he doesn't. He wants to save the money for scrolls and armor. And if he pays each of the three, Corbin, Nico, and Demetrius, his share, then he can spin the wheel. Arcadia has no interest in it because it feels like she doesn't like fortune and doesn't believe in luck. So Arcadia asks Vulcan about the weapon that she is supposed to forge, and because the weapons that were given to her in the prophecy were both melee weapons, and she asks if it is something that Pythor has to wield, because it says to forge the weapon that Pythor could never wield as part of her prophecy, but it turns out she can use it. So Vulcan gives her a choice of a luck blade or something called an oath bow, and it is saying something in a language she doesn't understand, but Gravik casts comprehend languages and says, I think this bow is very suited to you, Arcadia. It seems to have a similar personality to your own. And she finds out that she can use it even if she doesn't speak the language, which seems to be Elvish. And its exact words are swift defeat to my enemies. So she orders the oath bow. Demetrius gives Nico a little nudge, and Nico gives the 2,000 gold worth of gems to have Vulcan craft a Pegasus bridle. Gravik was looking at the light armor, but we don't have the materials for it. He needs Minotaur hide or Empyrean skin, and we decide to go to Mitros because of the Minotaur slavery there. They would probably have Minotaur hides for sale. Let's see. Corbin asks Vulcan what the Medusa helm does, and he says it might be able to do what the Medusa does. And so we take the two Medusa heads that we have of the queen and of her sister Leah, and Corbin pays for them both, again, being very generous towards Arcadia, and they both order a Medusa helm. We pick up the Harpy Harp and the Vine Tunic, and Demetrius gives Vulcan some Pegasus blood that he harvested from the shadow Pegasus that the assassin was riding when we were attacked. And he asks him to make 2 wands of the War Mage +1 and also 2 potions of stamina. We ask what a Cloak of Dragonflight does, and we think it probably lets you fly. So Corbin orders one of those. Arcadia orders 12 magical dragon arrows. And thankfully, Demetrius mentioned to her, because she was going to order bolts, it didn't even occur to her that now she's switching to a bow, she needs arrows. We try to figure out how to get the items to us, and Vulcan asks us to tell him where we will be, so we will try to send things via messenger. We are going to the constellation of the Blacksmith, so we head back to the Ultros to get to Mitros. Vengeance is quite angry with Corbin for spending all her gold. And Aziz is sitting on top of his pile, and he looks at Gravik and says, more? And Gravik says, I'm afraid not, but I have some errands to run. Depending on how much I have left over, I will add accordingly to your pile. Demetrius says, you can have some gold from me if you want, Gravik. And Gravik says, no, we can't spoil him. He can't learn to have everything that he wants. Demetrius gives Corbin a scolding look and says, well done, Gravik. Someone is actually teaching their dragons some manners. And in response, Corbin has Vengeance try to paralyze Demetrius with her breath, and she does. On the way to Mitros, Demetrius finds Electrion passed out on deck, hugging his halberd and with a death grip on the alchemy jug. And Demetrius wakes him up and tells him he's arrived at Mitros. He gives him 1,000 gold and tells him he wants to take him to take the money, to go out there in the world, to try to find himself, to do what he wants, and to become the man he wants to be. He says if he ever wants to adventure together or travel together or fight by his side, all he needs to do is send a message. But Alexion just grabs the money and walks off. And he walks off, he looks at the deck keep and says, "Where is the nearest pub?" Demetrius asks if he's going to stay in Mitros, and Alexion says, "I don't know. Maybe I'll try to take up my father's mantle." And Alexion says all he cares about is the next drink right now because you killed my father. Demetrius looks sad for a moment and he says he wants us to be our family. And Alexion says, "But you killed our father." Demetrius gives him Steros' mechanical dog and it activates it and says to stay with Alexion and protect him. And he says, "Good luck, brother. Remember, whatever you want, I will come to your side." And he tries to hug him, but Alexion will not allow it. Demetrius says, "Hopefully we'll meet again." But as we are disembarking, people start coming up. The heroes are back. They're here. Even though they practically ran us out of town last time, apparently fame has changed their opinions of us. Demetrius spends his time flying around on his chariot of dawn. And he needs to be able to handle the horses. And he did really well the first time he tried it on the Ultros, but he gets on the chariot, takes off to the crowd oohing and eyeing, then zooms 90 feet straight up into the air. We swear, but we're not sure because he's pretty high up, but we swear we could have heard a Wilhelm scream. Gravik, before heading off to find the slave market, looks up and thinks, I'm sure he's going to be fine. And he goes to a shopkeep who says to him, "You came on the Ultros, right?" And Gravik says, "That's correct." The guy says, "Awesome." Well, and he sells him Minotaur hides for 8 gold each. And poor Gravik doesn't realize that because Demetrius pissed off the boss man in Mitros, all the shops are marking up their prices. But Gravik doesn't know this, and he's traveling by himself. So he moves on to some magic shops and pays exorbitant amounts of money for different scrolls, a scroll of a teleportation circle and a scroll of identify. Corbin disguises himself and sneaks into the Minotaur camp, and he carefully looks for Minotaurs who might be interested in not being slaves. And a child approaches him and asks for money. And he finds out that they took this child's dad not too long ago and promised that they would get money, but they never got any. So now they're on the streets. And Corbin buys the child's 20 squares game and gives him 17 gold, which is quite a lot of money to the kid. And he says, "Oh, I can't, that's way too much." And Corbin says, "Take it and let your people know that," and he whispers in his ear and drops his disguise for a minute, "Let them know that the hero Corbin is on their side if they want my help," because he wants to help free the Minotaurs. And the child says, Corbin the just." And as Corbin leaves, he sees Demetrius fly straight up into the air again, and he makes a mental note to be wary of traveling with him. And by the way, the chariot is really obnoxious because it burns with a painfully radiant light in a 60-foot radiance. So it's like the sun flying around. And Corbin says to the spectators, "Look at him shine, must be his magical sweat. I hear you can buy it for a reasonable price if you still hurry." And after making sure she's not being followed, Arcadia goes to the black market, buys some potions of healing and some arrows and bolts. And as she leaves, she can tell she's being followed by 2 very large boys. And they say, "You have something for us?" And she just looks at them and says, "No, I don't think so." Because Maxina gave her a package, but told her people who were picking it up would be giving her a sign. And they keep on persisting and say, "Don't play around." And she says, "I don't know what you're talking about." And he says, "Hand it over. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. I know that witch gave you a package to deliver here. Give it to us." "I still don't know what you're talking about." "Okay, remember you chose the hard way." And they walk away for now. She checks to make sure they're not following her, but someone else is following her, but it isn't the 2 men. She loses track of them. And as she continues walking, she looks over her shoulder and runs right into somebody who is Atalanta, who asks her how they've been doing. She tells her that she's in town just to pick up supplies, and Atalanta asks if she has time for a drink, and Arcadia looks up, sees Ametreus still flying around, and says yes. And Atalanta leads her into the rich area of town, and Arcadia is pretty grimy, so people are staring at her. And Atalanta says, "Don't worry about it, my dear. I'm just glad you're here." And she tries to lock arms with her. It makes Arcadia very suspicious because the last time she saw Atalanta, she was never this friendly towards her. And she asks where Heracles is, and Atalanta says, "Oh, probably being a whore somewhere. You know how men are." And she looks up at the sky at Demetrius. They end up in a nice place where a little hoity-toity lady walks up and gives Arcadia the stink eye, but Atalanta is oblivious. They get a table for two, and she asks her if she knows what sake is and explains it's a very nice rice wine. They order that. She asks her how things went, and she tells them about their time with Themis, that they were able to restore the daughter of the former queen, but she is concerned because we brought the lady of the coins, Moxina, who is the head of the Thieves Guild in Mitros, and she and the new queen are lovers, and she's not sure what kind of influence the lady of the coins has on her. And she's a little concerned, but there's nothing that she can do right now. And then Arcadia asks Atalanta, with her experience with Heracles, does she find that his ego gets in the way of a lot of things? And Atalanta says, of course, he always tries to talk so much shit and gets himself into trouble. And guess who has to be there to get out of it? And Arcadia confides in her about her issues with Ametreus. And and asks for her advice. And Atalanta basically advises her, well, this is kind of the way men are. And sometimes you just need to let them make their own mistakes. But she warns her that his fame is rising, and as their fame is rising, the bigger their head starts to get. So be careful. And the sake arrives, and Arcadia decides to take a little sip. Tastes like burning, but it makes her feel all warm inside, and she starts to relax. Meanwhile, Demetrius goes flying by again and goes straight up into the air. But eventually he lands and tells stories about our exploits and pays people to spread the stories across taverns in Mitros and Astoria, and people flock to him. We sell our items. Before we do that, Arcadia takes the sending stone we found in Princess Leah's chest. We don't know who is on the other end of that. And she also gets the silvered spear because she just wants to have one just in case. We sell the harpy harp because Gravik doesn't have any charm spells, and the Lutheria shield. And after the meal with Atalanta, again, during which time you'd see her relax for the first time in months, Arcadia returns to the gem shop where she bought the diamonds she gave to Nico during the Great Games and buys more diamonds worth 300 gold pieces. Now, Demetrius spends a few spell slots totally abusing his magic, but healing the wounded and sick, going around like some Jesus figure, and a crowd is starting to follow him. Look, this is the power that the great stallion, the ancestor of the centaurs, has granted me. He finds a random beggar, touches him, and cures his diseases with lay on hands, and the people start cheering, Demetrius, Demetrius, Demetrius! He sets the Antikythera to the blacksmith and returns to the ship. Gravik finds someone to make something with an image of a dragon engraved on it worth 500 gold pieces. And he returns to the Ultros with that and his scrolls, ready to start copying them down. And he immediately goes to his room, and in order to successfully copy the scrolls over, he needs to make an Arcana check and pay gold and spend a lot of time. Corbin bangs on the door. You could go blind! Shut up, I'm concentrating. It's not healthy for you. So we head to the constellation of the blacksmith, and as we are heading out, someone says, look, the blacksmith. It represents Vulcan, the god of the forge. See how the constellation is shaped like a hammer? There's a legend that tells of an old blacksmith who, in his prime, had been the master of his craft. In all his long years, he never found a worthy apprentice, and fearing all his knowledge and expertise would be lost, he prayed to Vulcan for help. The god of the forge took pity on the old man, and in his own forge he created a golem, a lifeless figure of iron that would follow the old smith's every command perfectly. Vulcan then transferred the spirit of the smith into the empty golem and whisked it away to his secret workshop beneath the mountains of Thylea. They say the old smith works there still, whistling and hammering away, joyfully crafting tributes to the forge god, his skills untarnished by time. At some point during the journey, Amitrius finds Gravik on the deck starting to carve a sigil into the floor. What are you doing? Magical things, you wouldn't understand. Amitrius shrugs. I guess that's fine then, just don't damage the ship. And we hear scraping as he uses a sharp dagger to carve into the wood. Amitrius gathers the party and asks what we know about golems. We do remember that we ran into them at the foot of the Colossus of Pythor when we were trying to get to the Lady of the Coins in Mitros. Corbin remembers they kicked our butts pretty good. Mitros doesn't remember anything, but Arcadia recalls that they were pretty much immune to any damage that we were doing to them. And Demetrius agrees with Arcadia that we should go in with peaceful intent, but it's better to be prepared. Then Gravik is moving around looking very disheveled. He emerges from his room like he hasn't showered in days and days, which he hasn't. I need 50. I need rare gems. And Demetrius says, we just sold all of our rare gems. And Corbin says, stop locking yourself in the bathroom. And we find out he doesn't need a pearl, but he needs 50 worth of gems. We have a piece of amber that is worth 100. He takes the amber, inspects it, pulls out some chalk and ink, shatters it, the amber, and mixes it all together. And he walks back over to the sigil that he carved into the deck, starts outlining it with the new chalk that he's created with the amber while saying a few words and making gestures with his hands. And it immediately sparks into life with radiant magical energy. And he says to Demetrius, there, teleportation circle, and walks away. Demetrius looks at the symbols. What the hell is a teleportation circle? He steps into the circle to see what it does. It only works if I do another one in a location that we're at. Well, it'll teleport us directly back to the Ultros. I'm going to take a bath. Demetrius, okay, that's nice. Good job, Gravik. Screw you, Demetrius. He disappears below deck. What did I do? Gravik pokes his head back out. And I know identify now, you piece of shit. And Demetrius just says, oh, you know, all he needed was a little motivation. The dawn of the next day, our ship approaches another island. Its shoreline is obscured by strange shimmering in the air, and as we sail closer, we feel the ocean currents strengthening beneath the keel, pulling our vessel into a powerful wind that propels us to an impossible speed. In a matter of moments, the ship sails 3 times around the island. The sun falls towards the horizon and rapidly sets. The sky soon darkens. Then the sun rises and the sun sets. Sun rises, sun sets. Sun rises, sun sets. Sun rises, sun sets. As the stars circle above our heads, we're overcome with waves of crippling nausea, but all of us but Gravik are able to fight it off. The ship abruptly slows and floats into a tranquil bay. All of a sudden, we see 2 adolescent dragons. One flies over to Corbin. Dad? It is vengeance. We end the session on what feels like Wednesday, our 87th day together. But after all of that sun rising and sun setting, we have no way of knowing what time we are.
This description blows.
Sus.
Jesus.
Sus.
It was very good, Arcadia.
That was good. I was wondering, I've been wondering all week how you're going to end it, since you're always like, session blah 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 on day blah 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 with so many days left blah blah blah, and now you don't know. Sus.
Before we start, hey Nico, you should probably equip the vine tunic you got from Volcon. Guessing he probably did that during the 3 days we were at sea.
Assuming so.
Who knows how many days we're going to see?
Yeah, who knows how many days you've been at sea?
Well, it took us 3 days to get there, and then we don't know how much longer or what happened after that. But we did have the 3-day journey.
Yeah.
That tunic is actually really, really nice.
Hell yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to make sure you had it on.
And I had them shambling mound vines for, I don't know, a year.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Hold on to it
Who
forever.
knew? Oh, that's beautiful.
So yeah, we have couple of young adult dragons. One is hanging, like, staring at Corbin, saying "Dad," and the other is sitting in front of Skep, looking at him.
I will run up and I will look around and I'll say, "Well, wasn't V next to me while we were on the ship originally, though?
Yeah.
So, like, did he disappear or what? Did she disappear and come back or what happened?"
Well, when everything came to, this is like I'm assuming like how all the multiple sunrises and sunsets, you're kind of just like staring at them, and then when everything came to, she was there as an older.
V, what has happened to you? You've gotten so big.
I'm just me.
Do you feel any different?
I do. I feel stronger.
I will leap on her back and say, "Let's see if we can go for a ride."
Sweet.
And
Cool.
she kind of like cringes at that for a second, and she says, "Okay, hang on." And then,
I zoom up in the air like
hesitation,
Demetrius?
no questions, just.
what did you say?
What did you say?
I zoom up in the air like Demetrius.
She says, "Hang on," and she takes off flying around the ship. And as
Corbin is
long-
very happy he remembers the old days.
and this.
Alicia.
Go ahead.
What'd you say?
I said, go ahead.
Oh. Nothing?
I will
Just
yell
the
up,
old
Corbin! Corbin, get down here! Please!
I will ignore him and continue flying around the ship.
I will gather the rest of the party and say something just happened. We need to.
While everyone's
We-
distracted, Gravik's gonna stumble over to the railing of the ship and start throwing up.
I will use the opportunity while I'm up there to look around and see if I see anything unusual.
I will walk up beside Gravik and I'll say, not the ship! Clean the side of the ship with some magic, please. You're ruining the paint.
He's just gonna look like leaning haggardly over the edge of the railing. He's gonna like turn his head towards Demetrius and just deadpan stare at him before he just like reaches the back of his hand up and cleans his mouth and just like, go away.
Just clean up after yourself. I'm not sailing around with a dirty ship, man. No, walk away.
And so it is nighttime right now, also. So you don't.
Do we see an island somewhere?
Yeah. You kind of float right into the bay of this island.
Can I instruct the crew to, if it's possible, dock at this bay, or?
There is no dock, but you can definitely drop anchor. Yeah,
Drop anchor close to it.
absolutely.
I will ask the crew to establish a beachfront one where after we land, a safe place for us.
Okay.
Corbin and V, if I didn't see anything while we were flying around, then I will return. And I will suggest that we try to contact Kira to see what is going on.
And everybody actually, funnily enough, everyone except for Corbin, ironically, every once in a while you see that the sky right here is filled with more stars than any of you have ever noticed before, and every once in a while you see some of them occasionally like wink out of existence or abruptly transform into bright clouds of light before going away.
Odd. I will look at Gravik and I will point at the sky and I'll say, well, what does that mean, wizard?
He's just gonna like look up at the sky, a little bit of bile leaking the side of his lip. What?
The sky, man. What does it mean?
What about the sky?
Graphic, focus up.
Uh, just like look lazily up. What was it that's going on with the sky?
So you see,
Stars are.
yeah, some of the stars occasionally wink out of existence, or abruptly transform into bright clouds of light before winking out.
You just kind of like raise an eyebrow and just like, do they normally do that here?
Damn it, Graphic. I will walk over to Nico and I will ask him, have your druidic teachings taught you anything about the constellations and the stars and what this might mean? It's making it hard to navigate as well.
Not with stars winking out of existence. I've never seen it before.
You
Be
know,
a bad omen.
after a little while, could Gravik do Arcana or History check to see if he's ever heard of this phenomenon before?
Sure.
What do you want, Arcana or History?
Arcana's fine.
Okay.
Or history. Actually, either one. Your choice. So, you know from, just basic astronomy as a kid that some of these, stars have a life cycle, and you think that some of these stars, when they go bright, are actually going supernova.
You just kind of like raise an eyebrow, like, it's not possible.
Of course it's possible. You're looking at it.
No, I mean, like, those stars, they're dying.
What?
Like,
What do you mean?
what do you know about us? What do you know about the heavens and, like...
Obviously, the stars represent the various gods of our land.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
They're just like the sun, except farther away. They're blowing
What?
up.
Are you saying the sun is a star? And Amitris begins laughing. Don't
Yeah,
be ridiculous.
exactly what I'm
Enough of
saying.
your harebrained theories.
But look, Demetrius, look,
Are you saying that the gods up there are dying?
they're not gods. Like, you know how
Foolish man.
a fire burns through its fuel after a while and it goes out?
Yes.
Well, it's the same concept, except when these burn out, they go out in a bang.
That makes no sense. The stars aren't made of wood.
No,
Next
they're
he's
not
going to
made
be
of.
saying the Earth isn't flat.
It's not.
Listen, I don't know what you're on about, but if the gods up there are dying, then we are in big trouble.
They're not. Yes, the gods are dying, Demetrius. It's very bad. That's all you have to know. Something's really not right here.
Maybe we should
I had that
sacrifice
kind
the
of gut
wizard.
feeling.
But it should take millions, if not billions, of years for this to happen. He's just gonna look
So
back
many
at
years
this
do
stuff.
not exist on the world.
Yeah.
A million years. Impossible.
Yeah, Demetrius, you're right. You're always right. He's just gonna like look over the edge of the ship, just completely defeated by Demetrius's ignorance.
And Demetrius shrugs. Obviously, he's never enjoyed an education of any kind. And he's like, are you guys ready to set sail? The island?
And
Nice.
you're at the island.
Yeah, but with a little boat.
And you
Nice.
see you see Kyra coming up on deck, and she's very finely dressed.
Well, Arcadia will go up to her and say, "What's the occasion?"
Oh, I just felt like getting prettied up. It's been a while, and I just thought it'd be time to come out of my shell a little bit. And she looks around, and where are we? It's odd.
Arcadia says, "We've gone to the constellation of the blacksmith."
And she kind of scratches her chin and, okay.
And she'd say, "Look at the stars. Can you see them blinking in and out?"
And she looks up and, well, yes, that's interesting.
Do you know what that means?
No. What does it mean?
Yeah. Will
Don't
you be
ask
coming
about
with onto the island?
Do you want me to come? I can come if you want.
Of course we do.
I'll
Then-
show her Vengeance. I'll say, Kira, look what's happened to Vengeance. She's gotten so big.
And her eyes grow big, and she runs over, and Aziz is also standing there, looking all big and mighty, and she pets both of their snouts.
Is she okay?
Well, looks like, huh? And she looks around at everyone else, and nobody else is older.
I feel a little bit older.
I've always been this old.
Well, it looks like maybe she grew up a little bit. And Aziz says, I did too.
Corbin, do I look any taller?
Looks a little wider.
It's so nice to have such a knowledgeable person among us. Ugh.
And Aziz looks at Gravik and licks your face and kind of cleans all your throw up off you.
No, bad. He's gonna try and gently shove him away. No.
I'll look
And what
over
he
at
said-
V and say, please don't do that.
When he says that, just like with a dog, does Aziz's tongue accidentally get in Gravik's mouth when you're trying to talk to the dog licking you? It's like, ah!
Absolutely.
Don't create any fan fiction, Arcadia. Mad Cults won't handle that.
Kira, what do you know about
Why is
astrology?
everybody calling her Kira? She's Kyra.
And she looks at you, and she looks at you and crosses her arms and says, "My name is Kyra. How may I help you, Gravik?"
Sorry, Kara, what do you know about astrology?
Astrology?
Astronomy, even, sorry.
Oh, yes. I know all about that.
She'll look at you and she'll say, "Astrology? Do I look like
astronomy,
I'm?"
not that soothsaying nonsense.
Can you let her finish, Gravik?
No, I cannot.
And she'll
This is my
she'll
big issue.
and she'll sit there to start tapping her foot, and she says, "Are you done?"
Sure.
Now,
Arcadia would say, based on what we were told, if we run into an iron golem in there, he's inhabited by the spirit of the smith who worships Vulcan, because it says that the story that we heard says that he will, where is it? It says that, where the heck? The final things, it says he does things to in honor of Vulcan. So we all know Vulcan, so we could probably use that to try to curry favor with him.
I will look at Arcadia and say, that's a great idea. And how about we use Gravik's new magic to get Vulcan here and bring him to the island?
Oh, does Gravik's magic go to Vulcan?
Now we'll look at Gravik.
He does have a sigil carved at his forge, apparently.
Well, let's see if we can bring him, if he would join us.
You really think that pompous ass would want to come here?
and Kyra will. Have you ever seen the show NCIS?
Yes.
So
Oh, yeah.
the Gibbs slap.
Oh, yeah.
she
I haven't
she
seen
does
it.
she does that to Kyra. Or Kyra does that to Gravik.
One second, I gotta look. What is it called? The Gimp slap?
Here, I just posted it.
He doesn't know.
Oh. Does she do that with all her like dragon strength, or godly strength?
No.
Okay. Just
Your
ow.
head's still on your shoulders.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say like he's like his head just slams into the railing of the ship, but if it's not with all her strength.
Yeah,
And
that's her dad you're insulting.
Yes, she'll say, "Don't talk about my dad like that."
Right? Ow. He was kind of an idiot.
And she'll raise her hand to do it again.
What?
Okay,
Okay.
never mind. Never mind.
How was he an idiot? He's making shit for you.
Yeah.
He was kind of.
Oh, he's been very helpful. He's nice. He's talented.
He seemed very uncooperative, considering what we're trying to do to help him.
Everyone is uncooperative when you keep insulting them.
What, he didn't want to stoop so low as to make you a little dragon figurine? You can get someone else to do that.
Yeah, but never mind. Are we gonna leave the ship or not? I need to try and find a pearl.
Well,
Okay.
we're considering asking Vulcan to get over here, but I would hate to waste the magic. Is there some
what do
way
you
we
think
can
the
ask
chances
him?
are- What do you think the chances are that that hermit's gonna leave his forge for us?
Well, you never know. He's helped us before. I will walk over to Nicodemus and I will say, my friend, you and Vulcan, you are close, and you are both dwarves. Is there some way you would be willing to send a prayer to him to ask him if he is willing to join us?
I don't see why not. Of course, I could help. I could help with that.
Right. And Demetrius, he will go and retrieve a bowl, a prayer bowl for a sacrifice, and he will ask the party, does anyone have an appropriate sacrifice for Vulcan? And I will ask Kyra, I'm open for suggestion as to what he might like.
And she kind of shrugs and says, "Well, milk and cookies might work."
Cookies, really?
Well, he's
Well,
a
I'm
dad.
sorry, but we don't have a bakery here.
Well, he's a dad.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's-
if we could get him a blueprint for like building a deck or something.
What? He's a dad, so what if we send him like a cute note from Kyra that says, I love you, Dad? He'll love that.
And she
Maybe
just
a
gives
mug.
you a deadpan stare.
Come on, Kyra, do it for us.
What is it, Aziz? Still kind of woozy.
He starts panting and looks in your pocket. Looks at your pocket,
You want gold?
and he'll cock his head.
Okay, he's gonna like fish out 99 gold and just kind of like put it like hand it out for him to take it in his mouth.
And so you'll see Aziz take it, and he'll go to fly onto his perch, and then you see him start to fall because he's way too big for the perch now.
Aziz, I think you need to make a new place to hoard your gold.
No shit.
Uh,
Sorry.
oh no, go ahead.
I have returned with a jet. This is a gemstone, deep black, and worth 100 gold. And I'll put it in the prayer bowl. I'll say, Nico, if you want, can you pray to Vulcan and offer this as a sacrifice?
So
Ask
Nico
him if he wants to join us.
Nico's gonna. Oh, hold on. He runs down into the hold, into where the animals are, and grabs a chicken.
Aw.
Comes back up and brings the chicken over to the prayer bowl and slices its neck. Drains the blood into the bowl. Sacrifice.
Oops.
Demetrius, we perhaps get someone to expand the crow's nest for Aziz? He seems quite stubborn.
If you find someone, go ahead.
Who was the? Who's? There must be people here that are kind of carpenters that we have on board the ship.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, Gravik will start walking around to see if he can find someone to expand the crow's nest.
Okay. Well, you can go around doing that. As the chicken and you're sacrificing the chicken and some gem. As a prayer to Vulcan.
Corbin will look around and see if he can find any of Steve's old toenails to add to the sacrifice.
No.
Because he knows Vulcan didn't like him very much.
Not
no.
quite.
No. You think probably the cat probably took him and did something with him. And Kyra, go ahead.
Nico's like, Nico goes, "Dear Vulcan, please join us on this ship. We'd love to have you. Signed, sacrificed, Nicodemus."
Nice.
It's like a little love letter.
Aw.
Does he get any impression back from Vulcan?
He does not.
Well, maybe not right away, but I'm sure he'll get the message. And then
Does he know when you're
Nico-
sleeping? Does he know
Nico
when
takes
you're
the
awake?
chicken down to the cook. We'll have chicken tonight.
And the cook says, "All right." And Kyra says, "So, do you want me to come with you guys, or do you want me to stay here?"
I don't know what kind of use you would be.
Shut the fuck up, Gravik. Of course we want you to come along, Kyra.
And she gets
Katie would say yes, please.
a bright smile and says, "Okay, hang on, I'll be right back." And she takes off
It'll be
super
like
fast
old
downstairs. She runs off super fast downstairs.
You really
Bring
think
the black
she'll be-
book.
She's probably going to be more trouble than she's worth, Demetrius.
Yeah, but so are
She's
you. But
helpful.
we still bring you along.
Sure, Demetrius. Sure.
And as she comes running back up, you see her tucking the black book inside of her bra. Okay, I'm ready.
So I guess we get in the little boat and start sailing to the island.
Corbin will fly Vengeance.
Nice.
I don't need to take boats anymore.
And-
Aziz, did you want to come with us, or did you want to stay on the ship?
And he looks. He comes walking over to you and says, "How much?"
I just gave you gold.
He gives you that look. And he looks over at Vengeance and he whispers, "I'm not like her. You can't just. I'm not free."
Oh. I see. Well, in that case, I guess you can just stay here. Have fun.
Corbin leans over to Vengeance and making sure Arcadia can hear, he'll say, "Boys."
And as we depart, Demetrius will yell loudly, "Oh, I can't wait to encounter another giant hoard of gold on that island. I sure hope that nobody was going to come with us and steal all of that gold that we're going to find."
I mean, Gravik's gonna try and weakly stop Demetrius, but at first I was happy to have you around without having to pull your weight, but you're not gonna come now that you're big and strong. I don't think you really deserve a share of what we find out there.
And Aziz so Aziz says that, throws that bucket, and walks away.
What,
No, he
what
flies
do you
away.
mean you want a bond? I was gonna get. Do you want a bond?
And as he flies away, he says, "No, I want you to want to bond, but you don't want to." And he flies away.
If you want to bond, I guess we can. I mean, I want to leave it up to you. You're your own creature. Like we'll do a bond right now if you want.
Gravik, hold on. You need to think about that first. Let's set sail first because it's not that easy. But we'll talk
Okay.
about it a little bit on the way.
Okay. Stay on the ship, Aziz. Don't go wandering off.
And you see something. Give me a dex save as you see something come flying towards you. You dodge out of the way as this bucket narrowly misses your head.
Aziz! No gold for you on the one I get back. Not for a whole week.
And he doesn't like this either.
Why?
He does nothing.
Okay. You're not gonna be a petulant little shit with me around, Aziz. That kind of attitude does not fly.
And you look at him and you see him facing away from you, like on the bow, and he raises his head up and he shoots off a jet of lightning into the air.
Yeah,
Ooh,
go
lightning.
ahead and friggin' pout and friggin' stomp your feet. You're staying here, Aziz.
Good. I don't want to go anyways. You smelly old man.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. No. Like I
Gravik,
said,
come on!
No gold for you. Like, let's get out of
Stallion,
here.
man.
Come here. Let's go. Leave him the pout on it like a little child. I guess I was wrong, Aziz. You haven't grown at all.
And as we set sail during the sailing to the ship, and when we're all in the same boat, I assume, I want to turn to Gravik and I would say, are you serious about your bond with Aziz? 'Cause it's not a small deal.
Oh, what do you mean? Like, what is
Well-
it like? Just another oath?
Exactly. You want to leave this island, right? Eventually.
Yeah, but Aziz could come with me. We have a lot more dragons where I come from. He'd probably like it there more.
Maybe, but that's something to consider. What if Aziz doesn't want to go? Or Corbin, can you tell him the words of the oath?
Corbin's flying around above you. Can't hear you.
Wow, really, Corbin, you
Yeah.
asshole?
Are you
Okay, hold on.
surprised? Are you surprised?
I thought we were
Corbin
just flying to
actually,
the island. I'm just circling around.
Yeah.
Corbin actually told Amitrius the words of the oath a while ago.
I
when
told
Amitrius
Gravik
was
the words of the oath. He knows. I already told him he could bond.
Oh, so you already know the words?
I forgot. You didn't see
Wow!
Didn't seem
Really?
important.
It didn't seem important. Okay, well, you know, the
Corbin
words
has-
are.
I think
The
there's
word-
more than just the words are required. I think you need.
Yeah, but
Corbin's
I can cast the
assistance.
magic for them. I can do it as well.
Nudges
Or he can.
Gravik and goes, you know, to bond with a dragon, it involves butt stuff.
Really, Nico? Okay,
At this, I think Vengeance would unload a little poo on in his direction.
I thought they could hear us.
I say I don't think.
Exactly.
Yeah. Plus, I don't.
Roll and see if she can perceive
plus,
that.
plus, I don't. Plus, I don't think she would because she's a little better than that.
Oh.
So, the oath words are: I cannot possess you, for you belong to yourself. I cannot command you, for you are a free creature. We shall serve each other in the ways we both require. We will increase our wealth by righteous means. We will achieve happiness and harmony through knowledge. We will aid those of our blood to achieve their great destinies. We will avenge those of our blood who have been done harm. I am the blood of your blood and bone of your bone forever. Like, that goes pretty deep.
But didn't the dragons from the Dragonlords break their bonds when they found out their masters were less than savory people? And he's gonna look over at Kara.
I'm not sure if this is possible. And what does Kyra say?
She says nothing.
And I will turn to Graphic. From everything that I know, it's not possible to break an oath, because if you do, you get cursed. Terribly cursed. So if someone broke an oath, they would get cursed. And I believe that part of this oath means that if Aziz dies, you die, and the other way around. So you need to consider that very carefully.
I'll have to do some research into this whole thing, but it's something for a later date. Right now, right now we might be at the end of the universe for all I know, and he's gonna look up at the sky to see if the stars are still flashing out.
They are.
And Avicii says, I know that. I just wanted to prevent you from taking this oath on a whim on the deck. So, think it over.
I'll give it some thought, but this is very bizarre. This shouldn't be happening unless we're at the end of time.
Yeah, we've seen this stuff before. Remember the tower with the Lotus Witch?
Yeah, but the stars weren't exploding.
Probably just magic.
Could be. This could be just an illusion. Can Gravik, do I really want to wait? Yeah, he'll cast Detect Magic to see if he can pick up anything in the surrounding area.
He does not detect anything magical on this island, in this surrounding area.
Okay, so doesn't pick up anything that's like illusionary around them that's magical.
Let me point this out. He doesn't pick up anything whatsoever magical where he is.
Can he even detect, sense the weave?
No.
Was he even able to detect, cast that spell?
He doesn't know.
Gravik won't say anything, but there's just a look of, he pales a little bit more than he looks usually, and he just kind of, looks down at the ground, at the floorboards of their little boat, and just, is in deep contemplation, and just goes silent.
And
Well, I guess we're
making land.
And Arcadia has equipped the golden shield of Volgon.
Okay. So when we make land, so it's a nice little beach actually, and you kind of looking around, and all of a sudden, a creature that looks like this.
Does that look like the one we ran into in the cave? Is it another Sphinx?
Yes, it is. So it looks, she appears next to you suddenly, but it seems like she's always been there. It's maybe that she's been waiting for you since the dawn of time. And she says, I bear your kind no ill will, and I hope you find the knowledge and treasures you seek here, she says to you in a calm and assuring voice. It's almost like she's continuing a conversation that you forgot you were part of, answering a question you forgot you asked. But know this, he is coming. If he finds you, he will devour your flesh, your soul, and your very history. Nothing shall remain. 3 roars announce his arrival. 3 and no more. This is the time that he has allotted you. Use it wisely. And when you look again, the Sphinx has vanished. Perhaps she was never there at all.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, we better hurry.
And all of a sudden, you all remember that there are 3 locations on this island that can be explored. A stone table, the Overlook, and the Pit of Stars.
Do we remember anything about the locations?
You do not.
Do we remember which one is the closest?
You do not.
I say
Do we know how big this island is?
You do not.
I will determine that we are under some Lutheria mind magic.
should we split up?
I don't
I
think
never
that's a
think
good idea.
splitting is a good idea.
All right. Which were the options again?
Stone table, the Overlook, and the Pit of Stars.
Okay, we're going to the Overlook. Let's go.
Wait,
Yeah, I'm just-
maybe
just
we
walking
should
away.
deal with
Wait.
the Pit of
No,
Stars.
no. I know how it's going to go. We're going to argue, we're going to talk about it, and then there's going to be a roar. We all want to go to the Pit of Stars, we'll go there. It doesn't matter to me, but we need to start going.
Let's go to the Overlook
Okay, let's go.
quickly.
Okay. So you come to the north shore of the island, an area covered in strange green metal. The metal extends into an outcropping that forms a platform over a steep cliff. On the far edge of the platform is a large telescope.
I went over and took a look at it.
So this overlook is it's about 1,000 foot up. The telescope is 20 feet long, and it is fashioned from bronze. One.
Don't let Demetrius look out of it. He might think it's
When I look
magic.
through it,
Dark
what
magic.
do I see?
So looking through the telescope, you see the great city of Nirtros. The bronze colossus of Pythor stands watch over the bay, which is bustling with merchant ships. Marble and bronze buildings line the city's many busy streets in the shadow of Mount Vulcan.
I'll tell the others, hey, you can see Mitros through here.
I will run up and look through as well. Can I try to zoom in on some of the details of the town, or is there some way I can adjust the telescope?
So when you peer through, this shows Nirtros. I don't know, like the city looks pretty similar, but the walls and buildings are richer and on a grander scale. Statues of all of you stand in many plazas.
Oh, look at this, guys! They made statues of us! And I will ask the next person to peer through.
Was there statues there beforehand?
No,
Don't remember
look
seeing
at this
any.
graphic. It's a symbolism. It's something they want us to see. Look through. What do you see?
Gravik will hesitantly look through.
So looking in, you see that this looks pretty far into the future, actually. The city is under siege by a vast fleet of vessels and you get the sense that you see the flags have bear the symbol of the Wizards of Thay.
Lizards of the Fae?
But Gravik will look like kind of like cock an eyebrow and look over at Demetrius and just, yeah, statues of all of us. And he'll step back and not mention what he actually saw.
Come on, graphic. This is important information. What did you see?
This city was being raised by lizard folk of. This.
It's
We're all
important.
seeing different things. Apparently, we can't be sure if this is just an illusion or not. I don't think we should take this too seriously.
From the last
Nico, what do
Arcadia
you
to look.
see? Oh yeah, Arcadia.
Yeah, Arcadia's going to look.
Alright, so looking in, the city lies in ruins. Strange, ogre-sized humanoids work in the dust, digging up artifacts from the ruins. The artifacts are corroded shards of the statues, a wall view unrecognizable with age.
Do the ogre-sized things have 6 arms?
They do.
So they're Gigans.
They look a little bit bigger.
Okay. So she described what she saw.
Nico, what do you see?
I'm afraid to look, but can't help it, so Nico looks through it.
Alright, so looking in, you see something indescribable and alien. It looks like it's hundreds and thousands of years into the future. And you need to roll on this table.
Oh,
I think I get it.
oh boy.
Oh no! The ultimate dwarven madness.
Oh no!
Well, looks like Nico's gonna be drinking a lot now.
Too bad I don't have that jug.
And with that, you hear one very large, loud roar echoing throughout across the island.
And I say, I think if we put all of the things that we've seen together, it may be what we're seeing is the slow future. Like first we saw Mitros as it was, then Mitros as it might be, then Mitros being attacked, then Mitros being destroyed, and finally something that Nico saw that he's unable to describe.
Just, I don't know how to describe it.
Well, there was a roar. We should move on to the next site. I say Pit of Stars.
Okay,
Who
let's go.
are the Gigans and the lizards? They're going to raise Mitros possibly.
Did
that
you
might
say
be the warning.
lizards or wizards?
I think it was the
I thought it was wizards.
was it the Wizards of Thay or the lizards? Oh, it was the Wizards of Thay. Sorry, I understood this, the Lizards of Thay. I
Yeah.
was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah,
But
I
you
heard
said no.
lizards too when I.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That was Wizards of Thay. Like the red Wizards of Thay, right? I mean, this is out of character.
So
Yeah, 'cause
if
I watched.
Graphic saw the Wizards of Thay, those are like from his land. So what if what he saw is like what will happen if, I don't know, Graphic does something? Maybe, well, I'll think about it later.
Let's move on to the next site.
But yeah, if Graphic knew that like it was the Wizards of Thay, he wouldn't say shit because he would immediately think that the party would just immediately assume that he went back and like arranged an invasion.
Yeah, but
They wouldn't know what those things are.
So
but
maybe
anyway.
Exactly,
you really
they have
did
no
say they
idea.
were red lizards.
Yeah. Well, if
Yeah.
Graphic would have told them what he saw, but he probably wouldn't have mentioned the wizards that they were from his land.
oh,
He would just tell them that the city was being raised.
so
Okay,
I
well,
guess
let's
the
head to the Pit of
stars
Stars.
now?
Yep.
Yeah, Pit of Stars.
Okay. You come.
The other thing, though,
Go ahead.
I think that I say on our way there, the Sphinx says if he finds us, he will devour us. So I don't know if that means we don't have a chance and we should just like get the hell off the island. We should
No,
just
I'm going.
it says he will devour your flesh, your soul, and your very history. Nothing shall remain.
But we get 3 roars.
Right, but I mean, after the third roar, do we? If this thing finds us, or it's better for it not to find us, I think we should just. I think we will have learned everything we need to learn here.
Let's at least check out the stars, and then we can have to leave after the second roar.
Or yeah, or the okay, or yeah, we'll figure out. Okay, let's go to the Pit of Stars.
Okay. So you come to the edge of a vast pit that engulfs the center of the island. Beyond the edge of the pit, you can see a black void full of bright stars. A narrow stone stairway winds its way down along the edges of the pit, leading to a door-sized opening in the rock.
I will put my hand in front of Gravik's chest and say, "Whoa, Gravik, do you see all of those stars? Those must be a lot of bonfires, right?" And I will laugh.
Corbin will go inspect the door.
You know, Demetrius, I was trying to describe it like to a child, but apparently even that was too much for you to understand.
Uh-huh.
And make it
How
down
do
to
you
the
explain
door.
this exactly?
He'll look down, it's just probably just magic.
Corbin
Sorry, I
and
didn't have my aura on. Oh,
it would
another plus 3.
it wouldn't have mattered. So Corbin and Armitrius. You can roll on that. No.
Oh no.
And Demetrius. Thank you. And both of you roll me a d10.
What's that?
Roll a d10, please.
So I guess, well, Gravik is talking to Demetrius. He starts like babbling into incoherence, but Gravik doesn't really notice.
As Corbin, oh, I'm tired, and lays down and properly falls asleep.
Vengeance would pick him up and shake him.
Nothing happens.
And Arcadia's up there and notices that Demetrius is babbling. She is going to go down to Corbin and see what's going on with him.
Vengeance is shaking him as he is sleeping. Oh, he appears to be sleeping. Lightly snoring.
Don't be silly, goats. We have to flip the table.
Yes, Demetrius, we got to flip the table.
Don't worry about the tea, man.
We won't. Gravik is like, doesn't even seem to really realize that Demetrius is affected.
I can't bear with these fellows.
Yeah, we should probably, Demetrius, we should probably check it out.
Arcadia tries to wait. She tries to splash a little water on Corbin. Is he just out?
He's out. He's breathing, but he's out.
He's breathing.
Yeah, he's breathing. He's just out. Oot.
Vengeance, can you carry him so that we're not dragging him around?
He's already carrying me.
Okay. I guess Corbin's out, but Demetrius, everyone else seems good. Nico, or you seemed a little distressed earlier. Are you still good?
Nico's
The
just
frogs are
chugging-
herbalists.
chugging- Nico's
Yes,
just chugging
Demetrius.
his,
Yes. I'm sorry.
wine glass.
Nice.
Arcadia, while she's down there with Corbin, is going to see what's in that door-sized opening.
Cool. All right. So, as you come down, you see that something is standing there. Do you continue further?
Can I make out what it is?
You cannot.
Is it moving?
It is not.
It's nighttime, correct?
Yes.
I will activate my drift globe.
Okay. And so you walk down. What about everyone else? Did you guys were you hanging out at the top, or where were we?
Demetrius is coming with her, and he is tapping her on the shoulder, and he's like, the frogs! And you see that he's trying to cast a spell, but it's sputtering out.
Okay.
Gravik will follow them too, but still doesn't pick up on Demetrius. It's like, the frogs. Like Gravik's gonna look around to see if there's like monsters or something.
And Nico will follow while he's sipping on his wine jug.
Okay.
Demetrius, I don't see any frogs. Like, what are you talking about?
And Demetrius, he just glares daggers at Gravik, like he really wants to choke him out.
Alright, so activating your drip globe, you see something that looks like this staring at you.
Which one of those things? There's two things. One look. Oh, god damn it! Oh, of course it's that one, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the goat with wings.
And you see that beyond that door in her is a treasure pulse. And she smiles when the four of you come down and asks if you have come for a taste of the treasures of the ages.
Poison fool.
And she's Arcadia says, "No, what is that?"
And she looks at the others.
Poison fool.
He's starting to sound like Mr. TNT.
What? At this point, Gravik is gonna notice the thing too and just kind of trail off from talking to Demetrius. Arcadia, maybe back away slowly.
Without Corbin awake, vengeance would say treasure.
Oh, she would go down. Okay.
No, vengeance, no treasure.
Treasure?
No. Just...
And she sighs. So be it.
Oh no.
Right. So
I'm waiting for Santa to show up with magic stuff.
You're funny. You're funny.
Just like last time.
Gravik will shout out, "You're right, Demetrius, it does look like it could be poisonous. On your guard!"
And Demetrius is just getting more and more frustrated with Gravik.
Nice. All right. So it's going to fly up, and since Arcadia was the first one, she's going to attack Arcadia.
Have I ever seen something like this? Does this look like a griffin of sorts, except with a goat head, or does this look like a chimera?
It looks like a different version of the first creature that you met when you landed here.
Oh, like a different type of sphinx.
One moment. Before we start the combat, you
shit.
forgot to give us a long rest. I still have all of my things from Mitros.
What thanks
Oh
for
my
Mitros?
god.
What thanks for Mitros?
We haven't had a long rest since Mitros.
If I push a long rest, it's going to what needs to, because what did you're out of spells?
I'll just undo it myself. Need some spells and lay on hand.
Yeah, just give that back, because if I do it, it's gonna give you guys all. It's gonna reset everything.
Oh yeah. Dang it! And he'll lose his critical hit against Arcadia with that 3.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll fix it.
Thank God Oh hell.
And then she's gonna do it again.
Oh God.
Of course.
Oh.
I don't have that map.
Oh shit! I'm
I
sorry.
don't either. Yeah, I don't
My
either,
bad.
but
My
it's
bad.
nice to know. I'm just getting the shit beat out
I
of
thought
me.
we were doing theater of the mind. To be fair.
Me too!
I did too until I looked at the street.
Yeah, the pixie is the next to this. Hang on.
Arcadia staggers back underneath that onslaught a little bit.
Alright, so let me look at something really quick. And then you're gonna kind of blink and see that it's back over here.
I will take an up attack.
You will not take an up attack.
Why not?
Because it uses an ability and it's there and then it's not.
Frogs.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Right.
And we go to Nico.
You're right, Demetrius. Strike hard and slip the dogs of war.
Nico's gonna walk up. Cast. Guardians of Nature. It's a new spell that he just learned.
Let's see what this does.
What is this? Yeah. Primal Beast he's gonna choose. And he's gonna swing out with his new sword he's got, Titan's Bane.
Ooh.
Nice.
Take that! Hit. Oh, that didn't work too good. I'm supposed to give him, didn't give me one extra 1d6. Oh, there it is. Put it on myself. That's what I need on there. I'll just roll a 1d6 and then just take it off.
Okay. 3 back. Done.
That'll be Nico's turn.
Okay. And at the end of Nico's turn, she is going to attack you.
Of course.
Ooh.
Nice.
Gravik.
You missed.
Seeing Arcadia get thwacked there and knowing that she's more of a ranged fighter, he's going to put his hand on her and cast Dimension Door and pop down towards where Kira is and drop Arcadia off there so she can take shots at it from a distance. If she's a willing participant in that, that is.
You put your hands up.
Yeah, I know. She just automatically like goes to hit you, but then she kind of realizes what's going on and she'll let you.
Okay, and once they re-emerge there, Gravik will say, "Stay here and take pot shots at it," and he's going to use his movement to rush up the boat up there. and that'll be his turn.
And you feel safe and protected, Gravik.
And at the end of your turn, she's going to attack Nico again. Oh,
That's a hit.
it almost rolled. It rolled off a 20.
Yeah, I see that.
At least it did crappy damage.
Oh no! But the new spell goes away.
God, that's such a good spell.
I know.
4th level
It really
spell
is.
fizzles out. Nico's like, I felt naked. Oh, what am I doing here?
Can you cast Divine Smite? Well,
Okay, so Arcadia murmurs a little something. She drops the Shield of Vulcan, so that allows her to shoot, correct?
yeah.
Okay, so she's going to shoot twice. That's what she has left at the Sphinx. Should I have everything? All right, and I'm gonna have to add a 6 because the Hunter's Mark is doing its little thing. So I'm not like that.
And you hear a goat.
Again. No, I just hear it. And I pass the turn, and Nyx is going to attack it with her pinions. Stand by here. Where is this? Hold on a second, I got Nyx here for a second.
Yeah, poor Corbin's snoring away.
All right, miss. I passed my turn.
Horse.
Amitrius, he steps up and he says a cool one-liner. I don't need frogs to grapefruit this poison. And he charges and makes a melee attack.
Okay.
Is
20
grapefruit
feet.
actually? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Now go for it.
Oh, is grapefruit some kind of like natural deterrent to poison and herbalism, Armitrius? Like Gravik is starting to get a little confused now.
As a bonus action, I will activate. Actually, I will ask. Engorgio, can I use Form of Dread when I can speak?
When you can speak? Oh, when you can't speak.
It says I can't cast spells.
That's not a spell then.
It's up to Engorgio.
Isn't... Oh, do you have to say something? I don't think it's a spell though, is it?
No, it's a.
It's just ability, yeah.
Doesn't have any verbal components.
I'm fine with anything you say. If you say I'm blocked off from the magic right now, I'm fine with that.
I think that's fine. The other one that you were gonna do is fine, but like actual spells, no.
Okay.
Which, I mean, he
Alright.
doesn't do spells anyways, but you know.
Right, as a bonus action. And then as my action, I will melee attack. I will add plus 10
Ooh, ow.
to that with my channel divinity, guided strike.
Hang on a second. Okay, strike. Ah, okay, it's after. Okay, cool. Alright.
So does 27 hit?
Yeah,
I will add a level 3 divine smite.
cool.
It is frightened of me.
Okay.
Oh, it's immune. Never mind. It's not frightened at all. And I will make my second attack.
Okay.
And I will add a divine smite to that. Of course. And that's my turn.
Nice.
And at the end of your turn, she's going to look at you, and you get some sense that she's kind of staring into your soul a little bit.
Oh no.
But we'll get to that next at the top
I'll
of the
use
round.
advantage on that next time.
Vengeance. And how much damage? So that was 56 points. Okay. Vengeance.
Vengeance will fly over to the right
Where?
and to the right side of the.
Where? Like here?
Well, not next, right next to it.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Here.
Well, I'm trying to set up here. Let me set up my cone. Gotta hit 2 corners of you said?
2 corners, yes.
Like, does that count there?
That is
Like
not 2
it-
corners. That is not 2 corners.
Yeah. There.
That is 2 corners.
Alright. And why not? She'll go for the paralyzed.
Okay. And as she goes back and breathes, she did not know this because she's never done this since she's become big, but it's a little bit bigger.
Oh no!
Oh, snap!
I fucking knew it. I was waiting for it. I didn't say anything.
So if Demetrius and Nico want to use your inspiration for advantage, hit it now.
Yeah, I won't.
And the Sphinx, the Sphinx decides it wants to. It doesn't want to get paralyzed. As Nico
Gets paralyzed.
gets paralyzed by vengeance, and she looks over. Sorry.
So
Good
then
job.
she would fly back away from it, being very confused by what just happened,
Okay.
and she'll look at it and go, "I know treasure."
Corbin is snapping. Kyra, she's watching.
I'll kind of grab Kyra's fancy dress and snuggle it like a blanket.
I'll take it. Aziz is throwing a fit on the deck. Alright, so Sphinxy. So Mitris, you know how she looked at you last round, all that stuff?
I will use my advantage.
So she's going to kind of blink, and you're going to... Where did you start off? Like, here last round?
I think a bit further back, actually. Yeah,
Maybe.
about there.
Like right there? Okay. So you're going to kind of... No, wait, no, because you didn't charge, so it had to have been like right here. So you're going to kind of blink and like, what the fuck? And it's like time itself reversed.
I'll also get my spell slots.
You do.
Whoa!
Do I know that this has happened?
You probably not, but your form of dread is gone. Like everything, like last round, everything that just happened didn't happen.
So she's not as injured.
She is not.
Well, is Arcadia still injured?
She is.
Is
Very
Nico still
confusing.
paralyzed?
He is.
Oh, jeez.
And I guess from Amitrius' perspective, like suddenly everything around him changed.
Yeah. As now she's going to look at Nico and attack him a couple of times.
Oh no, he's paralyzed.
Yeah, he's paralyzed. That sucks.
Oh, full damage.
Hey, at least it wasn't a crit.
Yeah.
A crit with full damage, though, Jesus.
Doubles.
Alright. Paralyzed Nico, I think the only thing you can do is roll a con save, which is, would be a DC of 17. Poor Nico is still paralyzed. And at the end of your turn, she's going to attack you again.
Jesus Christ. Nico's having a bad day down.
And you hear Daniel Peters' song, So You've Had a Bad Day, start playing.
Yeah.
Gravik.
Ravik's going to move over here by giving Amitrius the side eye as he does. And he'll move up to there.
Oh, he'll enter that aura, all right, but he won't like it.
And he'll upcast Lightning Bolt to level 5 and try and blast the... Oh shit, I got advantage, but so it only takes half damage. I don't think magic's gonna be very useful against this thing.
And at the end of your turn, poor Nico. Arcadia,
All right, she's gonna shoot at it.
with disadvantage, please.
Oh,
And I cannot,
Why?
and I cannot tell you why. It just is.
okay. Oof, that was like I dropped a 20. Oh my
He
god.
did. Oh,
But still, hold on a second.
Yeah, I don't think she would get sneak attack.
No sneak attack because, yeah, he's paralyzed, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And partially resisted too. Okay. Try again.
with disadvantage.
Always with
Also because
disadvantage?
Always with disadvantage, yeah.
You can never get sneak attack on disadvantage. No.
True, true.
Okay. Pass my turn to Nyx. I'm assuming disadvantage for her.
Yes.
All right,
She,
pass
see-
the
she,
turn.
she sees a goat. Amitrius.
Demetrius says, I don't need no frogs to grapefruit this poison. And he runs up. I will use
It's
my
like
bonus
he's already
action.
done that before.
Activate my form of threat.
It's deja vu.
Then I will make a melee attack.
With
Against-
disadvantage, please.
Now, can I use my inspiration to counter that?
Sure.
Oh, never mind. Actually, I'll just take it.
Hits.
I will use divines.
Okay. Nice damage. Actually, I think that was what you got last time.
It's an exact repeat.
Oh, sorry. I will roll again and take the lowest.
Okay.
Got to hit disadvantage.
Oh,
I'll take the non-crit.
Aw. I think you'd have to roll off first. Like, just do a dead drop. A dice drop. I think. Let's see if that works. If not, then I'll just take the...
I'll just do a dead drop like this.
That should... I don't think that would work, but... No, just drop it and we'll just see how it goes.
Oh yeah, I'll just... Yeah, okay. I get it.
I'll just fix it. It's 26. That works cool. All right. So, all right, vengeance.
Feeling very guilty about Nicodemus, Vengeance will fly above the Sphinx and attempt to attack it with her tail.
Ooh, okay. So she has a 10-foot. What's the tail? She does not have a tail attack actually yet.
Oh. All right. Well, I don't know what she has.
She has bites, claw, and then the two breath weapons.
Nice.
The bite has a 10-foot range.
All right, then she will try to bite it, but she's above it.
Yeah, right. I just don't have
Yeah.
anywhere to.
I understand.
I can't put it like right. I can't put it right there.
just being clear.
Yeah. I got you. Nice bite. Corbin's taking a nap.
I still snuggle Kyra's. Softy.
She kind of pushes you off. Like, come on, man. Wake up. Right. And at the end, let's see here. So...
Mercy.
She's going to look at Demetrius and kind of smile, and you're going to go back to where you were. Reset it again. Give me 2 seconds.
Guess what I'm gonna do next turn?
Same bloody thing.
You know it.
She's
I
reliving
wouldn't want to
the scene
disappoint you.
And she is going to come over here to Dear Gravik.
Does Vengeance get an up attack?
Yeah, she would actually. Since 10 foot up. Let me drop that on the bite. And a goat appears. Alright, clone. And I apologize, but she should have had advantage. But it doesn't matter. Nico, compensate, please.
come on, Nico, come on.
That 14 actually should have hit. What the heck?
And Nico's... A 14 should have hit you?
Yeah, I only have an AC of 12.
But you have... It says that you have shield on.
Oh, is that from Demetrius?
No, that's from... I'm assuming you cast that spell yourself at the top of the day.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Shields though.
Or not shield. Whatever that one
Mage armor.
is. Mage armor.
Mage armor? No, I didn't. I don't even have that prepped. So no, I don't know
Cool.
why that'd be on me.
It shouldn't then.
Yeah.
Cool. So we can go back and give you some damage then. Let's see.
Tim might have used that spell.
Probably. As at the end of Nico's turn, he shakes off that paralyze and he probably stares at Vengeance. At the end of Nico's turn, attack.
Ooh.
Gravik.
Okay. Gravik, not liking this situation, being in melee, will cast Dimension Door and hop all the way to the other side of the map there. And he'll shout to Amitrius, "What the hell are you even saying?"
Arcadia.
Okay, he's gonna keep shooting.
Disadvantage, please.
Here's the second one of that.
Either hit. Cool.
Oof,
Aww.
20.
20.
Another 20. As she starts cackling.
Nice.
Passes to Nyx. Woo! Okay.
Makes sense. As Nick says, the Sphinx says,
Jesus fucking Christ.
Never underestimate those stim phases at concentration spells.
"You're not
My
wrong."
turn.
Horse.
Amitrius says, I don't need no frogs to grapefruit this poison. As bonus action, we'll use for red. I'll hit disadvantage.
Can I just say how much I love playing with this group?
Always?
Mine's might.
Yeah. Wait, what did you roll again? Is it 26 or something like that?
Yeah. There he is again. Jesus.
It's perfect.
It's like, yeah.
I will add +10 to that with my channel divinity.
And yes, a 27 hits. I swear to God, it's another 26.
No, it's way higher. It's way higher.
And I'll
You
add
broke
my
the
turn.
cycle.
Bitches. 35 plus 26, alright. Oh, wait, and at the end of your turn, sorry.
You gonna reset again?
No.
You gonna reset again?
No. But, oh, vengeance.
Alright. Ooh. Alright. Vengeance. Having learned a new ability. Fly over here next to Nicodemus. Kind of look at him and say, sorry, Uncle Nico.
Oh, gets they mad.
And she will use the frost breath and say, Bad, you promised treasure.
Okay. She's also more of like almost an adult.
She still talks.
True. And half. Alright.
Go!
Nice. Yeah, cool. So.
And Corbin rolls over and grabs Kira's robe again.
So, when the Sphinx is slain, the body rots away rapidly and then disintegrates into dust. You hear a whisper on the wind. We shall meet again in time. And we're out of combat.
Arcadia's
Vengeance
gonna
will look
pick-
around for treasure.
Vengeance will
picks
say,
up-
damn, that was fast.
Arcadia picks up the her shield, the shield of Volkan, and she will also go retrieve what she can. How many bolts? Is it just half of them again?
Yes.
As
And,
Corbin rubs the robe, he'll say, "Oh, Versi, that feels so good."
and Kyra will kick Corbin away and is
I like the
using her full might.
Oh, the rough stuff.
Graphic will go over to Demetrius and grab him by the reach up and grab him by the sides of the head and pull him down to inspect his eyes to see if they're dilated or if he's suffered some kind of brain damage.
And Demetrius, he will grin at Graphic and he will proudly boast, I never grapefruit a poisoned that guy.
Did Demetrius hit his head?
Demetrius will look at Graphic confused.
So what do we see past this?
So
Vengeance finding treasure.
So vengeance. So when with this through this door, almost like it materialized, is a quiver and arrows.
Vengeance will grab them and look at them.
Is there anything else here?
There is not.
She will fly over and lay them on Corbin's sleeping body. Papa.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, never mind that. I was gonna say something, but I.
And here's
But I
the.
can't.
There we go. I found the image. There is a picture of the quiver.
Ooh.
Vengeance tries to give him to Corbin to wake him up.
Once Gravik's finished inspecting Demetrius, he's gonna look over at Kira. Remind me what the god of you are again?
Mischief.
You sure it's not uselessness?
Oh,
And she looks at you. Say, "Are you sure you want to go down this path?"
Oh, I am definitely sure I want to go down this path. What the hell were you doing during all that?
Cool.
See, Arcadia is about to say something, but then she remembers her conversation with Atalanta, and she just stops and has a smug smile on her face.
And when he says that, she says "cool" and launches a fireball at you, like dead ass
He's gonna
fireball.
immediately try and cast counter spell at his.
Oh no!
Do you have counter
Just
spell
spoke to walk
prepared?
back.
At 5th level to try and.
So she goes to throw it, and as she throws it, it dissipates.
And he just yeah, nice try.
she casts again.
This time, I need a con save from you, Gravik.
Con save?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you become stone. As she casts basically petrification on you.
I will.
You've done this
use my
before.
bonus action to try and put him on my back if I can.
And
I will ask Nico.
Won't he weigh like 780 pounds like
Yeah,
that guy?
yeah.
Like he did before?
Oh, is he a medium?
And when this all goes down, you hear a loud, large roar echoing throughout this place.
Great.
As Corbin eventually wakes up, he can come to.
Oh, no.
I will
What happened?
call Vengeance over, because if Corbin is revived, I can speak again, right?
No.
Nico screams out, "That's 2 roars!"
How long? How many minutes did Corbin roll?
8. You rolled 9.
You're one more than me.
Okay. I will wave at vengeance without saying anything.
Corbin will
I
go
will
over.
point
and
at
say,
Gravik.
And she'll look at you and look at Gravik and say, "What?"
Gravik tomato.
No. And she'll say, "Tomato."
And Demetrius, he rubs his forehead. He's like, Gravik tomato. Need
No.
nuts to the next pillar.
No, tomato.
And you see that Demetrius is almost pulling out his hair, and he looks at Corbin and he says, Corbin.
Corbin will ask
Tomato
Vengeance,
graphic.
what has happened, and what's this fine-looking bow you give that's on me?
And she'll say, "That's a quiver, and I shouldn't have given it to you because you don't use them, and it has no use for you."
I use arrows.
And she'll say, as she looks over at the ranger who is primarily bow and arrow.
Corbin's primarily bow and arrow.
He says, Arcadia says, "We don't have the time for this. Put it in your bag of holding and let's go."
Demetrius
All right.
begins walking off without
Corbin's very confused. He says, Vengeance, can you lift Gravik? He seems to have reverted to his stone form again.
And she'll say, "Well, I could,
Told
but..."
him not to get stoned.
And she says, "Well, I could, but he picked a fight with Kyra, and, well, he gets what he deserves."
Well, yes, but can he get it, like, while we travel?
And she'll say, "I guess," as she'll pick him up.
Or do we need a working wizard for the next place, or should we just take him? Because, I mean, Nico could restore him like he did last time.
I don't have any diamond dust.
Oh.
Arcadia.
You don't need diamond
Need to-
dust for greater restoration?
Yeah?
Did you use
But
the
it's
ones
not
that
consumed,
did
I
you-
think.
Yeah,
not consumed, I think.
it isn't? I thought it was.
It is.
Pretty sure it is. Let's see.
Usually that kind of thing is consumed.
Yeah, it's 300 gold of diamonds, which it consumes.
Oh, so it's the same as Revivify?
No.
Oh, it is.
Revivify
Oh, this
I
is
think
diamond dust
Greater
worth at least
Restoration is only
100.
100 gold.
with the
This is
least.
diamond
Revivify
dust
is
worth at
300.
least... Right, so, Nico, you remember that I gave you diamonds worth 300 gold pieces? Did you use all of those?
Oh, no, I did not. I could crush them. Well,
Hold on,
Well-
guys. Maybe it's a good idea to let
Or just
Graphic,
let Vengeance carry him, but
yeah,
we might need
let him weigh
but-
what happens when you diss a god.
Yeah, let's see if
well, I'm
Vengeance
not
can carry him.
I'm not going to be able to
How
crush
does that come
diamond.
out? Penguin?
Well, it's been a minute since, so I can talk again, dude.
We need to go. Arcadia's like, however we get him, we need to go. And
Where are we
so-
going now?
Do we need to go to the stone?
I think we need to
Able.
go to the Ultras, because if we go there and we hear the third roar, we are fucked. What do you think?
That's true.
Remember, we only have 3 roars. After the
Is it
third
3
roar,
roars
we're
and
dead.
then he appears, or is it 3 roars?
Great.
and
It's
he
3
appears?
roars and then he appears.
Yeah, so we just had
this
the
is all
second,
the
so I think
time.
we need to go back.
Alright, I guess we'll fly back to the Ultras then.
Okay.
Don't you want to know who it happens?
Yeah, I do, but I don't want to die.
Doesn't and not to meta, but I know at least Arcadia would know this. Isn't Gravik supposed to come here for something?
Gravik is supposed to come to the blacksmith?
Isn't there? Where's it?
Can't talk.
Well,
right now,
actually,
so-
yeah, Xymor said something. I think like that, right?
Yeah.
Well, he did say to go there.
Uh,
All
Of
he
course,
said
after-
was,
after he
Greg
asked-
has to
after
pick
he
a
asked
fight
about-
just when he's needed.
After he asked about a book or something.
Maybe we should go to the table real quick and then...
Yeah, okay. Nico, can
Okay,
you
what the
unfreeze
hell,
Gravik
so-
with your diamond dust? I know it's a waste of magic, but apparently we need him.
so you will have 200, because she gave you 300 worth, so you should have 200 left.
All right. Does Nico want to waste that spell slot on Gravik again?
Or should we just have Vengeance carry him over there? If Vengeance can carry him over there, let's just
We
get
need
this
him.
phone
We need
shut.
him. I
Okay.
assume he has to do something or find something there.
Nico casts Greater Restoration on Gravik.
Okay.
I will be there, and if Gravik begins shouting, I will try to clamp my hand over his mouth. And I'll look him in the eye and say, if you pick a fight with Kyra again, I will kill you myself.
And she looks very smug when you come to.
And he snaps out of it and realizes what happened. He's just like, "You petty!"
And she'll say, what?
And I will have my hand over his mouth and say, he says nothing. And I will look at Gravik. Look me in the eye. Do you understand? I will attack you if you insult Kyra again.
He's just gonna glare at Demetrius.
I'm not joking. I will do it.
And then over at Kyra.
Kyra.
Yeah. Over at Kyra.
And you see her. Do you know what an emery board is?
No.
Yeah.
So,
Nail file.
a nail file, yeah. So she pulls out, and you see her cleaning her nails and filing them.
And I'm
she
still holding
looks
Gravik
smug.
over his mouth. And I'm saying to him, Gravik, you need to listen to me very carefully. We don't have time. We're going to die soon. You can pick a fight on the Ultros. You need to be here for something. So focus up. Let's go. And I will use my bonus action to try and mount him on my back, like laying over it and begin sprinting off to the next location.
And
Okay.
Gravik won't say anything, but he's definitely not pleased with the situation.
And Mad Counts makes a point. Gravik, try not to mispronounce the name of the person who just wasted you. All right, and with that, let's take a break. 'Cause I gotta pee. Let's come back at 45.
Gordon will use the time to clean the spittle off of Kyra's dress.
All right, stream. We'll be back in like 10-ish minutes. So if you go away, please come back, and we'll see you soon-ish, sort of. And we are back. All right. So we're going to the table.
Guess so.
Alrighty.
Unless frogs and penguins disagree.
Yeah, just frogs and penguins disagree, and tomato.
Just as like once we hear that third roar, we better just like get the hell out.
Probably before we hear it.
Alright, so at the highest point of this strange island, you come to a bizarre dinner party. A massive stone table with a dozen matching chairs stands out in the open. An ogre-sized man sits at the head of the table, fast asleep. His 4 human-sized guests are much too small for the chairs that they sit in. The humanoids are also asleep. They are almost completely hidden by their hair, which has grown extremely long and unkempt.
What's on the table? Anything of interest?
There is food, and it looks like fresh food.
I will turn to Graphic and I will say, it is for some reason important that you are here, Graphic. Think back on anything you've seen so far. Is there anything that might be relevant to your story, or something Zymor would want you to know, or something from distant lands that you're from?
He will look over the scene and just kind of shrug his shoulders because I can't really think of anything that would correlate to what he's witnessing right now.
Well, come on, check out those humanoids. Maybe you recognize one of them, or you have to do some research here. And I will walk over to one of the humanoids and I will brush aside their hair to expose their face.
So you say they're just human, ogre-sized humans? They're not actually ogres or something?
It's one ogre-sized man and then 4 regular-sized peoples.
Okay. And it looks like they've just been there for, like, do they look like they've been sitting at the table for a long time to the point where their hair is overgrown?
That's probably why their hair's overgrown. Yeah, it's all matted and, you know.
Okay, so Gravik will cautiously move closer to one of the smaller humanoids and, well, the one that Demetrius is by, and inspect the face.
Okay. Give me a history. So, this looks like, yeah, you think that this is somebody, maybe a hero that you've heard about in the past who just up and disappeared one day, like from your land.
From Graphic's original land?
Yes.
So it's like meaningless to Demetrius.
Could be somebody from Faerun, but I'm not entirely sure. Don't really keep up with stories about heroes and their journeys.
Right,
They'll
no
look
time.
for-
Check all of their faces.
All right, Demetrius, give me a history.
Yeah, I'll go to one, brush aside the hair and do a history.
And actually, do it with advantage. So you think that if perhaps you shaved his head bald and gave him a mustache, and if you put on about 50 pounds, it might be your old traveling companion, Steve.
What the fuck?
Whoa.
I always wondered what happened to that guy. Yes, we know. And What if we inspect the ogre? I want to expose his hair, his face as well.
Okay. Corbin, give me a history with. God, advantage. I would say advantage in the DC is like 2.
No, I'm definitely gonna fail. Alright.
Yeah, she almost did. That's funny. You get the sense that this looks like Lou.
Like Luke.
Like Lou, like your old self.
Oh. I will.
Wait a minute, is that old Corbin?
I will shake him and try and wake him up.
Oh no.
Shaking him, even if you think you shook him as hard as you possibly could, he does not wake.
Arcadia's gonna look at the other 2 people that are remaining.
I'll go through his pockets while she's doing that. More about him.
One of them is a female.
Okay,
Oh
she's
no.
gonna look at that one.
Give us a history.
Yep, getting there.
You say humanoids. What are their races, Gorgio?
Well, you checked out 3 humans, and the last one is a tiefling.
Oh.
And Arcadia, this looks pretty dead-ass on for Ileana.
What? Is she older?
She looks a little older with longer hair. Like, really long hair.
Can I use my divine sense?
Sure.
I'll close my eyes and I will sense around these humanoids.
Other than... Let's see. Other than Kyra, you don't pick up anything.
Alright. Alright guys, any ideas of what this puzzle might mean?
I don't know, maybe we should eat the food.
Oh, that seems like a bad idea.
Gravik will go up to the person that's at the head of the table. Is he unconscious too?
Yeah, Corbin is shaking the shit out of him, and
Yeah.
you see him rummaging through his pockets.
Yes.
Even though I failed to mention that he is not wearing pants, he has on a kilt.
Have we identified all 4 humanoids?
You have not identified the last one,
Not
the
the
tiefling.
Can we do that?
You can try, yeah, absolutely.
Who should roll a history check?
Whomever is looking at them.
Nico, can you check this one?
So Nico will go up to the tiefling. And see if he recognizes the tiefling.
So he's heard rumors of an old hero named Ilron that he looks like dead ass on poor. It looks a lot like him.
So we know Louis is in league with Lotharia. And Gravik saw someone that looks like a hero. Nico saw someone that looks like a hero. What was the third person?
Steve. So you
Oh,
saw Lou, Steve, somebody that
Oh, right, and then
Gravik
Ileana.
knew, Ileana.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, so we don't have like 4 heroes necessarily. We don't know what happened to Steve. We don't know. Well, and Ileana is older, so they could be, but we don't know.
Amitrus will slap Ilron across the face.
Okay.
He'll say, "This one kind of looks like a pansy." and he will turn to Graphic and says, "Does any of this mean anything to you?"
means about as much to me as it does to the rest of you. Gravik will
Does your-
start looking around for anything that could be like lead him to the book, or if the book is even there, like the thing that he's actually like supposed to be looking for to get out of this strange land.
So when Demetrius slaps this Elrond character, you hear him say, "No, no, Berwin, no, don't go."
Interesting. He says, "Don't go." Huh.
He does.
Sus. I'll say, what does your gut tell you, Graphic? Any ideas, or maybe you can pray to your god via that little necklace you had made. Ask him.
I could try. Not really much of the praying sorts, but do you really? I don't know if we'd get any more answers than when we actually met him.
Well, he sent you here for a reason. Maybe you can try to sense for magic, or
I'll try, but I don't think he'll answer. But he'll take the pendant that he has around his neck and grasp it in his palm, and he'll silently say a prayer for guidance from Bahamut, and like he'll open one eye and kind of look around after he's done.
And assuming people are just kind of staring at him.
No, actually.
She's probably trying to wake up Ilyana again.
She's not. Well, I was going to say she's going to. Arcadia's going to look and see if there's anything different about Ileana that would give her a clue. She's also going to look at the food and the table. She's basically going to see if there's anything that she's missing. I can do investigation if you want.
Yes. Which one? You're looking at Ileana.
Yep.
Give me a medicine. So, looking over Ileana, you notice that she appears to be probably in her maybe 40s, and she is scarred, and she is missing a pinky finger.
Whoa. Okay.
Does she relay that to anybody?
Does she wearing anything, or I mean, like, does she have any particular jewelry or something of import?
You see that her hand is closed around something.
I will see if I can open it.
Okay. So opening up her hand, do you remember the little toy that Arcadia gave her a long time ago?
Yeah, the one that she gave back to her?
Yes.
Yes.
She has it grasped in her hand.
Oh my god.
And then other than that, she's just wearing plain not a nightgown, but like something like that, like nothing special.
She's not wearing her armor?
Correct.
Oh, so she's wearing just like a tunic or whatever.
Yeah, that's more tunic.
Okay, oh, wow, you see Arcadia swallow pretty hard. I'm sorry, she is in her 40s, she's scarred, and what was the last thing?
Missing a pinky finger.
Right, oh, that's right. On which hand?
Her left hand.
Okay. And which hand is holding the eagle?
The right hand.
Okay.
I will.
Arcadia looks in her backpack. Does she have the eagle in her backpack?
She does.
Okay. And I'm guessing the eagle, does it look? It just looks like it's 20 years older.
Yes.
Okay.
I will I will follow Arcadia's example, and I will go to Ilran and check his hands and pockets and all of his stuff.
So Elrond also just has on a tunic, and he has nothing in the pockets, and he also looks a little older than what the history books have said, and he also has a bunch of scars up and down his body, and
Objects or anything.
and on his back is looks like claw marks from maybe a dragon.
What about Lou?
Lou, now, on the other hand, give me a medicine. You know that Lou, he's a beast of a man. You can't really ascertain if he's if there's like any scars or anything wrong with him.
I'll call Nico over and say, Nico, can you take a look at Lou? I don't know anything about medicine.
So Nico walks up and gives him a check over, as he's trained in medicine.
All right, so this man, he looks he's beast of a man, and he looks early to mid 30s, and he looks like he is in perfect health, perfect condition, other than his long hair and beard.
Prime specimen.
I want to try and cut
Just
off a
give
lock
him
of
a
his hair.
haircut and a shave.
I'll do that.
While they're doing all that, Gravik's gonna go back over to the hero from Faerun and try and ascertain anything about him and see if he has anything on his person.
Okay.
What'd you want? Investigation, medicine?
Oh, medicine's fine. You know that this is a man. He's a human man, and he has long hair and a beard.
He'll try and dig through his belongings to see if he has anything.
Other than a tunic, he has nothing else on, or in his possession.
I will approach Gravik, and I will say, do you trust me, Gravik?
Kara laughs.
That's a shame. I trusted you once, remember?
Okay, I suppose I can try and trust you for the time being. Why?
Eat the food.
Wow.
Why don't you eat the food?
Because this is something that you have to do. I promise, no matter what, I will get you out of here, or I won't leave.
Is there any bread on the table?
You want to make an oath of that? That's right.
You've been stoned before.
So,
There is bread. There's bread. There's meat pies. There's poutine. There's these little. There's these little. There's all these all just crisps. There's little holes of baked goodness.
okay, Gravik will just tear a piece off of a loaf of bread and sniff it a few times before taking a bite out of it.
Okay.
And
So
he's gonna-
so when you take a bite out of it, you fall asleep.
So Gravik just like is chewing and then swallows. There's a slight pause and then he just hits the floor.
I'm not picking him up again.
I will do it. Does anything happen to Gravik, or is he just asleep?
No, he just looks like he's sleeping.
Try to wake him up.
And roll me a d10. Obviously, the party would not know any of this is happening, so don't play into it. Don't play into it.
I think he's entered the dream world. Maybe he's meant to find something there. Let's give him a minute before we go back.
I guess send me a message of what exactly it is that Gravik has the effect. Holy shit! So, I guess what is it that he's going to be doing?
So many evil choices.
So many evil choices. He wants to touch things that are not his.
Okay.
Oh, hell no.
Was waiting for Arcadia to fucking speak up. You ain't touching my boobs!
But other than that, the party, you just see him take a nap.
I will.
How bizarre. That could never happen to Corbin.
So after Amitris will pace forward a minute or two, back and forth, then he will try to wake Gravik up by splashing cold water into his face and slapping him.
How hard are you going to slap him?
Not hard enough to hurt him,
Okay.
just hard enough to pain.
Okay. He wakes up.
And I will say, Gravik, what did you see? Did it reveal anything to you?
No, I don't think so. And
Are you sure? No messages or anything?
no. My head hurts a little though. That was a waste of time. He's gonna stand up and just like put his hand on the table to steady himself, but then he's gonna start caressing one of the goblets that's on the table. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe we should just leave. I don't think we're gonna find any answers here.
Did Arcadia see anything on the table?
Other than food and
Anything-
drink.
No? Okay. Well, I don't know.
I'll ask him.
If I-
Sorry, okay.
Oh, no,
I'll
no,
ask
no,
him,
I
how do you feel, Gravik? Are you afflicted with anything? Do you feel normal? Do I need
I
to
feel-
cast magic on you?
I feel fine. As he says that, he puts his hand on top of like one of the sleeping people's heads and just starts caressing their hair. I don't feel anything's weird, different.
All right. Well, let's get the hell out of here then.
Yeah, let's get out before that door happens.
And with that, the last roar goes off.
Okay, we need to
And-
hightail it to the Ultros.
And hang on. When that happens, a creature appears right in front of the party, and looks like this. As soon as I can find him.
No, this evil with our flesh, soul, and our very history, nothing shall remain.
Looks like that.
Oh no, not another one.
And you find yourselves transported to an alien world. Overhead, the sky is black and starless. The ground is a mosaic of your own horrified faces. Looks like as if you are all buried in the earth. Your heads thrown back, your faces locked together in a grotesque pattern. And then
I wish you could see the timing of something. Oh!
You are transported, appears to be in space. You see an obsidian moon hanging low in the sky, and blood drips from its crater, splashing to the ground, where disembodied faces lap at it greedily. The blood pools at your feet and begins to take hideous form. Gigantic floating brains, which snap their cruel, bird-like beaks, reaching towards you with hideous tentacles.
Oh hell, no one can hear us scream.
What the hell is going on here?
Well, Gravik is just staring at the scene with horrified look on his face. He doesn't realize that he's reached over and is starting to like touch Arcadia's bow.
You shut your boats.
She's she slaps his hand away. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Give me a moment to fix some initiatives. Initiatives. That works. And then we can have this guy go to 15, and then 16. Oh, that works. We'll do that one to there. And cool. All right. Arcadia, what are you going to do?
Oh my god, these things are right next to us?
Right next to you.
Oof. Well, she is going to take a bonus action and disengage the hell out of there. Let's see if I can get over. Let's see. Full movement. And then she is going to then just shoot at the one in front of Gravik. Right, and because Gravik's standing next to it, she's going to use her sneak attack. And she shoots again. And she directs Nyx to fly over and attack it as well. And pass turns.
Alright, so the Sphinx, you see the Sphinx kind of moves up and sits back on its haunches, watching. Vengeance.
Nice.
Vengeance is gonna fly over here and breathe cold.
Alright. Good choice, Vengeance. Nice. Didn't kill any of them, but pretty nice.
Wow.
And then she'll fly back over by Kira like she's seeking her approval.
She will take an up attack.
She'll do it anyway.
Okay.
Then I will take an up attack against that.
That's fine. Go with that was number 8. To Gravik. Do the tentacles missing, and it's going to try and beat you. Oh yeah.
It's been beat.
It's been beat. Nico.
Boy. Grell in front of him. Brain thing. Hit him with this sword. We got it. Stunned him.
You don't have the other one on you. I think there's like.
Did it.
No, you just have the strength-based one.
I put that on
I
there.
think there's 2 or 3 that you got to put on.
2.
Or maybe not. Go the first one maybe. Yeah, the first 2. The
Yeah.
yeah, the first 2. There you go. The other one's on there.
I'll roll a d6
Yeah.
again.
And that was 23, right? You attacked 23.
Sorry?
7. No, you attacked the one right in front of you, right?
Yeah.
Ah.
23.
All right, it is added.
Okay. And since he attacked that one, no, he's gonna stay
Number 3 is going to attack Armitrius. Missing. Man, this is a pretty easy fight. They can't hit. Arcadia and Vengeance, Cairo will kind of pet Vengeance and say, "Good job, girl." And Arcadia, you see her pull out a book. Kravik.
Ravik is gonna give Kira side eye, but then he's gonna sidestep, taking an off attack from Grill 21.
Okay. Let me put that on there.
And then he will cast Lightning Bolt down the line.
1 second, hang on. 1 second before I do that. Okay, go for it.
Crap damage.
Aww. Aww.
Wow.
Jesus
really
Christ.
crap damage.
So when you do that, you see the brain start to get a little bit bigger.
It actually. Wait, what? Shit. Okay.
Grell 21 is going to attack Nico. Correct.
Corbin will get angry after seeing Vengeance take a hit. And I'm gonna move to there.
Alright, that would be 3 up attacks. Or 2 up attacks, right?
2, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a second. I'm just going to use the same NPC. Second one. Okay.
And then I am going to use Thunder Wave on my bow attack. Should be able to hit everybody in the 15-foot cone.
Okay.
I gotta read and make sure I know how this thing works.
Oof, don't like that music.
I think I'm not sure if I have. I guess I do an attack and then do this save. Is that how it works?
Which one is that again?
It's the bow. It's a special ability. It's the bow attack.
What's it called? Earthshaker?
No.
No. What's it called?
Hold on, I'm looking for it.
Mighty Marksman. There you go.
Yeah,
when you make a ranged attack, you can choose to add the effect center on the location. So it has to hit. Well, it doesn't have to hit. It just like if you shoot it, like say if you're going to try to shoot it there, you would just shoot it right there.
Yeah.
And then it just goes off from there. So like the bow damage won't matter just if you're just going to shoot it there. But
All right, so just roll a save on all of them then.
yeah.
Did I have myself targeted?
No
Okay. And then damage.
damage.
Oh crap.
Wow.
Aw, Jesus.
Wow.
And I will choose to push them 10 feet away.
Where are they going to go? They can't go anywhere.
Alright, I guess they just bunch up against each other a little more.
Yeah, they would just kind of like put. Well, actually, this one can move. Hang on, this one can move 10 feet.
Alright.
But the other two just kind of push up against Demetrius and Nico.
And then for my second attack, I'll just shoot the one that got pushed away again.
Okay.
Man, I am doing no damage. Alright. I will move down next to V and Kyra. And end my turn there.
And you would take an op attack from number 8.
I would?
Mm-hmm.
Can I go around him and still get there?
Yeah, if we go like this.
Yeah.
And then down. That works. So kind of like right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 8. Eeny, meeny, Demetrius. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Please.
I think something glitched with the random number generator.
Damn, we're having an easy day, don't
He
we?
grapefruited your tomato, frog face.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pretty easy fight. Demetrius.
Don't
Yeah,
say that.
I doubt that.
Do now.
As a bonus action, I will cast. I don't have enough AC, guys. And then, as my standard action, I will attack Thrill 8.
Push
What's with the ones?
I don't know. Alright, 23. On to Nico.
I will up attack him.
Okay. Ooh. Acadia.
Hey, Arcadia is going to move away. Well, she's always happiest, far away from everybody. Doesn't matter who. She is going to continue attacking that Grell. This time she's going to throw a sharpshooter on it.
Nice.
Right, she's going to use her. So that was one action. She's going to use her bonus action to put the
That's
Hunter's Mark
Christmas special.
on
Wow.
the next one. So 20 is gone. Okay. Now she's attacking 21. I'm going to see if I can get that to move over. Hold on a second. It's always iffy when it's my turn. It seems like it works when it's not my turn. Yeah, it took it off of me. Okay, so I'm going to add 6 to it if I hit it. And then I'm going to do sharpshooter again, and this time I'll remember to do. Yeah, I can do that. Let me find it. Great. Ooh, wow. And then she's going to add her her sneak attack because she forgot that. And I'm going to add a 6 for the Hunter's Mark. And she passes her turn. And Nyx will attack that one. And pass her turn.
Alright, the Sphinx. Just watching.
Ugh, you know this is bad.
Vengeance.
Vengeance will ask Kira, what should we do? What is this place?
Kyra whispers back that only, Vengeance and Corbin can hear. I don't know. And Corbin, you can sense a little bit of fear in her voice.
Well, Vengeance will say, I will protect you, Kyra, and she will fly over and attack Grell 8 at a distance with her bite.
Oops. Kills it.
Nice.
And then
Damn,
she'll-
Vengeance 6 damage.
And then she'll fly back next to Kyra and say,
Hey, Vengeance! There's
"I
more
will
over
protect
here!
you."
Come on! Kyra's giving you the bad example. Join us.
Nico.
Nico's taking a beating, so he's gonna disengage.
Wait, he doesn't know. Wait, really quick. Dan, you don't know who the Osmonds are? Or were?
No.
What the fuck? Fucking Dutch, I swear.
Literally way before I was born, though.
Me too!
And he's gonna do
How do you not know who Donny Osmond is? Like, how do you not know Donny or Marie Osmond?
Because I'm not fucking American?
Doesn't matter!
What is it?
The Osmonds?
The Osmonds?
Yeah, never heard of them either. An American thing.
I
from
must
the
be.
70s. You gotta be
Words of
old to
James
know
T.
them.
Kirk, everyone's American.
Yeah, that's right.
Who's James T. Kirk?
So, alright, so Nico goes out and heals himself.
He's getting beaten
Yeah,
out there.
he's getting the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah, if only I had a nice dragon with high AC to do some tanking.
Or
I'm fine, Vengeance.
or a paladin with what probably 20 or 21 AC. You probably have more AC than the dragon.
Probably.
I'm fine, Vengeance. Don't worry about me. Your
I've no
old
idea.
uncle getting the shit beat out of him.
She already killed the one behind you. What do you want?
Right? So Kyra's gonna... What's she gonna do? She's going to, oh yeah. Sorry, I don't know whose this is, but we're going to do this. And, she's gonna kinda laugh a little bit.
This seems like a good time to use my advantage.
If, Gravik and or Demetrius want to use your advantage, now is the time to do so.
I have advantage?
Oh, no.
From,
Inspiration?
inspiration,
You get
If
one
I
a
don't
day.
have inspiration.
you get one a day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess he'll burn that for...
As a, kaboom comes. Hang on, let me, it should be a DC of 16. There we go.
The Vengeance is smart.
Kaboom!
Yes, Kyra. Thanks, Kyra.
You're welcome.
You're useless, Kyra!
And, Corbin, you see her, hastily write, well, fuck him then, and makes a check mark in her book. Gravik.
will just...
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Rabbit will like climb to his feet, barely able to stand at this point, and he'll try casting. The lightning didn't work. He'll try Miami's Binding Ice.
Okay. On.
On the two wheel that are left.
Okay.
I think it was a 30-foot cone.
Damn, it's been a while since Kyra fireballed me in the back.
It has been a while, hasn't it?
So he'll use Spell Sculpt to make sure that Demetrius doesn't get this. Oh, they both failed. Wow, okay. So the one that's left wouldn't be able to move, I don't think. I think he's frozen, hindered by ice formations for 1 minute or until it or another creature within reach of it uses it. So it's hindered, whatever that means. Does it mean it can't move or it just slowed?
We'll find out.
By the way, how are we moving in
The-
space?
At the end of his turn,
That's
after
kind of
throwing
sense, isn't it?
after throwing the cone of ice, he's gonna start caressing his staff.
That isn't yours, remember? And these girls aren't here.
Is now the time to be playing with your hardwood?
What are you talking about? As he says that, he starts pressing it even faster. What do you mean?
Corbin.
Never mind.
Corbin will target the grill and he'll take a couple of shots at it.
Okay.
Dead brain.
You kill it.
Nice.
And
Now we're in trouble.
I will look over at the Sphinx and I will say, please show us mercy. Does it respond?
You were warned.
I will look at Arcadia. I told you we should have left, but you insisted on going to the stone table.
Blame it on Gravik.
Anything else from Corbin?
So does it look hostile? It hasn't done anything to us yet.
Not yet.
Are we
I'll
still?
say, how can we make amends?
And it looks like it wasn't attacking. It almost looks like it was sizing each and every one of you up.
Yeah, we're getting to smart enemies now.
I will tell Vengeance. There may be no way out of this for us, my friend. Be careful. And I will move. Actually, I will click my heels to activate the boots. And then I will move. Behind it. There.
Okay.
And I will say, if you release my friends, you can take me.
What?
And it looks at you, and it says,
I guess it's way too far away for Arcadia to hear him say that.
and that is what, none of you can hear that either, as that is what she says to Corbin, or he says to Corbin.
I don't know that language.
I know.
Corbin would say, can you translate?
It says you are not the one.
No, you
one-
can't. You can't understand.
You
it. You're not
can't
close enough
hear
to
it.
that.
Yeah. No, I was talking
Oh.
to the beast to translate, not Demetrius.
I thought you. Okay, well, because I can understand language.
Yes, but you can't,
But you can't
hear
hear
it because of
All right,
how
so-
far away they are.
So not knowing that, I guess that's my turn.
Okay. Demetrius.
Well, they must have been whispering, because I will charge up, and I will say, "Sorry, Corbin, but you don't get to play hero without me." And I will ready an attack. If it makes any hostile actions towards us, I will melee attack it.
Okay.
You're not
Arcadia-
staying behind.
Arcadia sees what is happening, and she is going to use her bonus action to move her hunter's mark onto that creature, but she as well is going to hold her action to see what it does. But it wouldn't hurt moving farther away to put into the map. Nyx will also hold her action.
All right. So, the Sphinx says, melt. So, it goes to cast something. So, Demetrius and Arcadia.
If he's casting it on Demetrius, I will activate my rune to make that go onto it instead of Demetrius.
It is not, but it's going to cast something, but not on Demetrius.
Oh, okay.
Miss. Demetrius makes a swing and misses.
Okay, I can go for it. Oops, I don't have an attack. I don't have it.
Miss.
Okay, she misses as well.
As fire and flames start to engulf Arcadia.
What?
The fuck?
Can I?
Oh no.
I can't react. Can I react? Is that a reaction thing? Can I?
I don't know. Can you?
Well, I mean, I have absorb elements. She would do that if she can.
Yes.
Thank God. Hold on, let me see. Hold on before you do anything. Let me just get this on me. This is fire, correct?
As a 10-foot, 10-foot wide, 40-foot high cylinder comes onto you.
Wait, is this ice or fire?
Fire.
Oh, it's fire.
Well, part of it's fire.
Flaming ice.
Oh no.
Part of it's fire.
So I should do the absorb elements for fire? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or cold.
Fire. Here we go.
Okay. Oh shit.
Do like 1 billion points of damage.
Phew. Not that bad.
Not that bad. And then it's going to claw Demetrius.
I will not do anything to help Demetrius on that.
Okay.
Plus 12. Ah, shit.
Vengeance.
I'm not gonna complain. I mean, it doesn't. What damage?
Half radiant, half fire. So you
Vengeance.
absorbed half of half.
Vengeance is gonna fly up.
I mean, I don't. Again, I'm not gonna complain, but it doesn't look like it took any damage because it doesn't say that.
You didn't take any damage? Huh?
No. I mean, I'm happy. if
No,
that
you,
happened.
you didn't. Hang on. Because you would have. Oh, I guess it. No, I guess it never dropped it on you. We'll fix that real quick.
So what exactly did I take out of that 21 with the absorb elements?
16.
Half, right?
Oh.
It
Or is it?
automatically
No,
compensates for
maybe
you.
it is 16. It's just 16, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So Vengeance is gonna fly up on the left of just below Corbin and do a bite attack. Say, leave Arcadia alone.
Leave her alone.
And the Sphinx looks at Vengeance. Go away, child.
I assume Vengeance only has one attack.
One that has a 10-foot range.
She will not get any closer.
I figured. Because at the end of your turn, she's going, or the boy is going to. Should I do it again?
Is that the end of her turn?
Yeah.
I will activate my rune and try to charm her.
Wait, charm the dragon?
Charm the Sphinx.
Well, no, it wasn't the
Whatever
Sphinx's
this,
turn.
well, whatever this thing is in front of us.
It wasn't the Sphinx. Like, the Sphinx went before Vengeance.
Okay, so it's not.
No, no, it's not her turn. It's Nico's turn, but it's the end of Vengeance's turn. This Sphinx is going to do something.
I need to know when it's the end of that creature's turn.
Oh, no, it's not right now. But it's going... Do we want to do... we'll do 1 and 2 Corbin, 3 and 4 Vengeance, 5 and 6 Demetrius. Alright, Corbin it is. She says, disappear.
And that's not an attack, right?
It is not it.
Of course. Again, Corbin.
Remember that plane? Remember that plane you went to?
Yeah.
You're back.
Corbin's enjoying some beer. He's like, I love this place.
And this time a woman with ample bosom is with you. Nico. Nice.
Wait a minute.
You put it on yourself too.
I hit myself.
The Sphinx succeeded.
And it succeeds. Okay.
And then at the end of your turn, the Sphinx will make a claw onto Demetrius. Oh, come on. Kyra. She casts something, but none of you are around it. Kravik.
Gravik's gonna start by pulling out a health potion from his bag of holding and down it. Oh, really?
Corbett is not there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And he will start
Corbin
moving.
sees a little midget riding a wooden pony.
Absolutely, thank you. I'm glad you understood what I was saying earlier.
And he'll move up to there, and that'll be the end of his turn.
And Corbin. Oh wait, Corbin's hanging out.
So, midget with a wooden pony, and he's got some beer.
Yeah. So at the end of that, we're going to claw Demetrius again. Hopefully it's more than a 2. Oh, hey, it's a 16 or 4. Yay. Jesus Christ. Demetrius.
I'm going to take the dodge action. And as a bonus
Sus.
action, I will activate
Sus. Acadia.
Okay, Arcadia's going to continue shooting at this thing. She's going to use her sneak attack. Okay, do that again. I'm trying to figure out, what did I get? Oh, Hunter's Mark, right. And she's going to do it again. Third time. And she's going to send Nyx. Oh, interesting. Resisted. Piercing. What? I'm not sure what. Okay. And I pass my turn.
Right. Alright. So, it's going to look at Demetrius and say, go home. Oh!
Did you see that one?
Oh, I
my
did.
That was so close.
I don't think so. I'm staying right there.
I did.
Holy shit.
Vengeance.
Vengeance. I'm glad I have vengeance, otherwise I'd have nothing to do.
True.
Well, seeing
Should drink beer.
Corbin go away, she will fly up behind it and say, "Bring Corbin back!" And she'll fly right up on it and do the double attack, bite and claw.
Okay.
Oh, she's so upset.
What the fuck? Oh no.
Oh no. And at the end of her turn, the Sphinx is going to. We're going to swipe at a Vengeance.
What's wrong, Sphinx? Had enough of me?
Nico.
So far, piercing and slashing is not doing anything. But magic is.
Move up here. Touch Gravik on the shoulder and give him a level 2 cure wounds.
Now I look like I'm not about to fall over.
Come on, we need you in this fight.
And at the end of that turn, the Sphinx is going to teleport.
Oh no.
Right there. Right there.
Oh shit.
Gravik.
I was tanking it so well.
Gravik will quickly look around to see where it ran off to. Does he spot it in the far corner with Arcadia?
I would say so because probably Demetrius said, "Oh shit," and is looking in that direction.
Okay, so he'll put his hand on Nico's shoulder, like, you gotta get over there. And he's going to try and cast Dimension Door and take Nico with him.
Okay.
Does Nico come along, or is he being left behind?
Does Nico want to come along?
Where he going?
Okay, so mark that off. He will pop down right up, not on top of the Sphinx, but just probably like up there, and end his turn with that.
Corbin's enjoying his beer. Demetrius.
I don't even get a save from that. I'm just there.
It's banished.
I thought you came back
Demetrius-
after every round or something like that.
That was
No, that
a
was
different one.
yeah, different. That was called. That was another one.
Demetrius uses his bonus action to speak the command word and activate his chariot. DC 15.
You brought the chariot with you?
Of course, I'm always having it equipped.
You're carrying that thing?
Pulling it like a donkey.
I will
God, really?
fly 90 feet there.
We have to keep that in mind for the future. Demetrius always has a chariot on the
I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
That's kind of sus that you're dragging a big ass chariot around, but okay.
well, it's kind of handy now, isn't it? Because I just 90. So I'm attacking this
Would
thing.
hinder him walking normally then?
That's what I'm assuming. Yeah.
It is
Why?
a magic chariot. I can lift it.
Just pulling a chariot.
It's just he is used to it because that
Yeah.
he's just going back to his roots.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much. I will divine smite 3 this time.
1 second before you do that. Isn't that a action to use that chariot?
No, it's a bonus action.
Okay. Wait, no. Read it. Read what it says. The chariot can only be activated while during the day. I specified it was nighttime, yeah.
There's no day in space.
Nope. I had specified earlier that it was night.
Okay.
Oh, we're in
So
space.
I will do that.
This whole day-night thing has a weird meaning in space.
Sure does.
Well, for you,
does
it's
so does the up and down thing.
the
Yeah.
up and down here. Oh, dashing.
I will take the dash action.
Dashing, get down. Dashing.
Yeah,
Plenty-
bash.
plenty brightness anywhere.
A bonus action, I will cast Shield of Faith Arcadia, cancelling it.
Okay. Actually, no. It's going to counter spell.
Using a 3rd level for a 1st level slot, that's a win-win. I win. Alright.
Yeah.
One of its 48 spell slots are used. Hooray.
Since it was counterspell, does that mean I have to drop concentration on my own, since I never concentrated on the new one?
You go to cast that new one. Yeah, I don't think so, actually. I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
Because it stopped it before.
I
it
still
took
have
it away.
mine.
Yeah, because it would have stopped it before you casted yours.
Alright, well, I tried Arcadia.
And that's the top of the round. Arcadia has to go work, or else I probably would have kept going. So
Yeah,
uh,
sorry guys.
I gotta go buy food anyway.
we'll find
Wow.
out what happens next time.
Yeah, epic, and we're gonna be just let the people know we're playing next week too.
We are.
Oh wow. Wow, thanks for an epic game, guys.
Yeah.
And we'll be enjoying a happy place again next week.
Yeah, bashing.
You'll go blind.
Exactly.
He's gonna go blind. All right, cool. So yeah, we'll see you guys next week then for this. I don't know. They're kind of sussy right now. But alright, stream. Thanks for hanging out. She's gonna end up being the one that kills you. So yeah, we'll be back next week. Hope you guys y'all have a good Christmas if you're celebrating. If not, well, don't have a good Christmas. I guess I don't know. But anyways, we'll see you. We'll see you next week. Thank you. Goodbye.